This is G.I. Kyle. When I'm not taking shirtless selfies on Instagram and drinking White Claw while having hot sex with my wife Karen and making truck videos, I like to listen to the shows on VRS, Veteran Radio Syndicate, your home for the best quality veteran entertainment.
I haven't shot at all day. Let's see what Stebro's up to.
Fuck, it's hot. Jesus. Oh, hey, Minnie, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, man. What you doing?
Oh, you know, just looking at the reg manuals, you know.
Man, it is just so fucking boring today. Boring.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I haven't been shot at all day either, man. It's just been a weird day.
Oh, you know what? The fucking bar comes on in a few minutes.
Wait, the bar?
Yeah, the bar.
Wait, whoa. The bar from VRS. That same bar, yeah?
The bar from VRS.
Holy shit! That's better than looking at reg manuals. God!
And live from VRS.
It's the bar!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, pogues and operators, brothers and sisters, to another edition of the bar with no safe spaces. For any safe spaces, we talk everything, we talk shit about everything we want to, and yeah, that's just kind of how we roll. I'm your host, John Kermine, aka Minnie. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. Ayoyes, a card carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly. And I'm an OG of the Veteran Radio Syndicate. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, because tonight we have a very special guest. We have United States Marine Corps veteran Robert Griffith, a.k.a. the non-toxic vet. He's the author of Babylon is Burned in Babylon. Excuse me. I apologize. Burned in Babylon. He's a poet, a father, an educator, and an all-around just beast. Think we're going to have Brittany come in here, popping in here and out. I don't know. She might be a little busy with 710 split. We're not sure. But when Radio ever shows up, he better have that mohawk that he always does with his flat iron. But other than that, I'm going to bring on my very first co-host, the one who actually showed up here, Mr. Pterodactyl. What's going on, brother? How's the Ed Gein hat treating you? What's new? What's happening?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, I brought back the Ed Gein hat. We're talking about making bar shirts and stuff, and I had an idea for a character one. Like getting like a pterodactyl chugging a beer wearing the Ed Gein hat. So it's like I gotta start wearing the Ed Gein hat again if I'm gonna put that cartoon out there. So
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
See some people in the comments, Vanessa Morbeck, I want to have her on a future show. I put her in the bar chat earlier. I don't know if you got a chance to look at her TikTok or not yet, but I'd like to have her on a future episode. She's got a great story.
Awesome. I look forward to it, man, for sure. Dean's in here. Our resident Canadian is one of our resident Canadians. Richie, the redneck Pip King, is in there. And Chris is there. All right, so let's bring on El Radio. Let's see what kind of hairdo he's got rocking on. It's just a regular old thing. By the way, he is the host of a new show that comes on when?
Wednesdays at I believe it's going to be 6 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. So 6 p.m.
Most people live on the East Coast, you weirdo.
So Pacific Standard Time. So hold on, math for Marines. It's 3, right? So
get your crayons out, people.
Okay, would that be 4 or 3?
No, it'd be 9. It's later out here than it is.
Oh, I gotta add. Crap! You didn't tell me that. I told you, math for Marines, man.
God, you need help, bro. You need a lot of help. All right. So let's bring on our guest. Like I said in the very intro, he's got one of the coolest nicknames, by the way, Griff. It's just, it made me, as soon as T told me he was going to be a guest on the show and he told me his name, Griff, I thought of, remember Back to School with Robert Downey? Yeah. He says, I don't get mad. I get Lou. And I'm like, yeah, I don't get mad. I got Griff. I mean, everybody's going to know who you're talking about, right? He is a United States Marine Corps veteran. He served over in the sandbox. Didn't have a very good time over there, but it led him to where he is now, and that's why he's here to tell us his story. He's a poet. He's an educator. He is a dad. He's a father. He's an all-around beast, and of course, he's our brother because he's a jarhead. Welcome for the first time, and hopefully not the last time, Griff. How you doing, brother?
Hey, thank you. That was an amazing intro, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm on my phone. Actually at the jiu-jitsu gym right now, so we're watching the.
What?
So jealous right now.
There's an entire room full of jiu-jitsu nerds in the. It's like 10 feet that way. Hopefully you guys can hear me and not hear a bunch of screaming going on. Watching the fight going on too. But yeah, pleasure to be here. Thanks for that intro.
Oh, no worries, man.
He's pretty good at the intros, man. I'm just saying, like he's on it.
I like it.
Dean brought up another good point. Griff was also Biff's grandson in Back to the Future too.
Oh God,
Biff.
I forgot about that.
Oh,
I forgot about
Griff.
that connection.
Crap, he was. I forgot about that too.
It was a Biff though. It was a Biff.
Biff. There was Biff, and then Griff was the grandson.
Oh, Griff was the grandson?
Wow.
Yeah, remember when he went to the future? And
Yeah,
then
he goes to the
bought
future to
book and
2015. The Cubbies win the World Series. They were off by like a year.
Yeah.
As
Oh
long as
man,
the future is-
I'm super
gonna-
jealous, and you don't have to say jiu-jitsu nerds. You could just say jiu-jitsu, because everything I've looked into this, everybody is actually the nerds excel at jiu-jitsu more than like beefcake, just musclehead guys, because it's more of a thinking man's kind of martial art than it is anything. And it's on my my rehab assignment that I'm going to start rolling.
Nice.
And they have to get me ready for that. And I've never done it before, but my boss says, when they clear you, you're going to start jiu-jitsu. And I'm like, okay. And you're going to do it with your son. I'm like, well, I don't think he's going to be old enough. I think he's going to be like 5 or 6 to do it. He's only 3, but I look forward to doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I highly advocate for jiu-jitsu. Where I'm at right now is actually Jeremy Horn's Elite MMA Performance. So if you're ever in Utah, look me up. If you guys are MMA people or MMA fans, look up Jeremy Horn.
Jeremy Horn has over 100 professional fights. Right?
Yeah, he's in that other room with all the other nerds, by the way. So we could walk in there. Like, if the sound quality, like, I can walk in there, but I can't guarantee you'll hear me after I go in there. But yeah, so my story with jiu-jitsu is actually Jeremy through a charity that I'm not going to name, a wounded veteran charity. I was on the email list with them. He reached out to them and was giving away 5 free weeks of jiu-jitsu lessons. And so I came in, met Jeremy, and started doing jiu-jitsu, and I've been doing it ever since. I've done like 4 competitions now. My son does it with me, but he's 17, and he's been doing it since he's probably been about 13, 14, and he's pretty good actually at this point, like almost like to the point where I'm like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
what did I do wrong?
Like he can fight now. So, but no, definitely. But yeah, I hurt myself actually. I don't know if you guys can catch that.
Oh,
this is my crutch. I've been on it since about 3 weeks now. So I hurt myself right before New Year's doing jujitsu, gi jujitsu. I overextended my left knee, but I had this week. So
we were talking about that earlier on your Facebook or Instagram live.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm multitasking like crazy. I'm trying to share the show and pay attention.
Stop multitasking, man.
you want me to throw the book?
Man, and I love to hear my own voice, so like I will just take over.
Go for it, brother.
Like, I will talk you to death for real. I love telling my story. I love talking about it. I love talking to people, and so I'm kind of a, I guess, quote unquote open book at this point. You know what I'm saying? I have the book here, Burned in Babylon. It's been published now for about a year. I published it back in February.
There's the Amazon link to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. Yeah, check it out on Amazon. So I'm an open book, guys. Like send your questions in. Let me know what you got. I
What
did
you're
2
saying
tours
is
in
send
Iraq
it.
with 2nd Marine Division, 1st Battalion, 2nd Marines, Task Force Tarawa, and then the 24th MEU. And a week before the 2nd deployment ended with the 24th MEU, I was hit with a mortar, and I was in a coma for 12 days, medevaced back to Texas, and woke up actually on Super Bowl Sunday of 2005 to watch the Patriots defeat the Eagles from my hospital room. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's all in here. The first chapter of my book is actually pretty descriptive of my incident where I got injured. January 27th of 2005 was the date that I got medevaced and injured.
Yeah, I listened to a little bit because you just did a podcast with Benny.
Correct. Yeah.
And he's been a guest on our show.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was one of the best shows. I don't remember half of the show. We went like 3.5 hours long, and I don't remember.
We
half
talked
of
a
it.
long time.
Yeah, he was great.
I'm still trying to figure out why that guy's like dream was to be a recruiter. Like, what the hell is wrong with him? I mean, he's actually, Marine, but then he's like, "Oh, I want to be a recruiter." Like, what the? No.
He's in the comments right now.
I just saw that.
Benny.
What's going on, Benny, man?
Yeah.
I love you, dude. You're an awesome guy. Your podcast is the shit for sure. No worries.
Vanessa figured out why you're good at intros too.
Probably got intro for briefing full birds and too many safety briefings. I had a lot of weird jobs in the Marine Corps. I'll tell you what. And it happened. What happened was I was in 29 Palms.
Oh, that's every great story right there. What did
changing a tire on a Hummer, right? And it wasn't going well at all. And
does it ever go well?
No. And I'm fucking cursing and I'm banging on the damn thing. And somebody says, "Looks like you're having a lot of trouble, Marine. Can I give you any help?" I said, "Yeah, you can shut the fuck up and back the fuck away from me so I can get this finally fucking done, you asshole." And he goes, "Hey, you might want to turn around." And I look and there's a freaking 1-star. I'm like, "Oops." No, it was a colonel. Excuse me, it was a colonel. I ended up working for this colonel.
Might as well be a 1-star.
He goes, "You want to come over here?" And I said, "Sure." And he goes, "What's going on?" I said, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." And he says, "Okay." He says, "Well, I'm going to ask around about you and see what I get." And
nice.
Turned out he liked me. So that was, I had to do, I actually got stuck. I got voluntold to do a wargaming exercise on main sign in Camp Pendleton. And I embarrassed a few senior officers in that war game, but the one that was running it was very impressed. And then I got to do a bunch of different weird jobs for the Marine Corps. My Marine Corps career was insane. Like, for instance, I managed an E-Club for 6 months. Try and figure that one out.
Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, I was a FO, so I have plenty of experience with, like, communicating with officers, especially, like, anyone in the FIST team, right? Like, so you get your facts and you get your artillery FOs and stuff like that.
No 15.
Just
Anglico.
like a kind, yeah. Oh, I know. I know your story.
Thank you.
Radio.
Thank you. Just saying, Anglico.
But like, I had one officer at 29 Palms tell me I needed to reshoot a azimuth because he was standing on top of a track, and he was like, "Lance Corporal, that azimuth is wrong." And a colonel just shut him down like immediately. The coyotes, from back in the day with the CAX exercises, right?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God, not
Coyote was
CAX.
just like, Hey, Lieutenant, maybe you get off this track and shoot that azimuth again before you tell him to do it. And I was just like, as a Lance Corporal, but I had one deployment already. We already did the invasion with Task Force Tarawa. We were back doing the workup with the MEU. And I just kind of like went back about my business yeah,
that just happened. I'm the shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get it. I get like the officer communication stuff. But yeah, so... I also was really privileged after I was wounded. I had an opportunity to go to a golf tournament on Camp Lejeune. Had no idea there was a golf course on Camp Lejeune like the whole 3 years I was there. I was like, damn, there's like this great golf course right here. I had no clue, but I was shooting golf balls down the range, and like this group of, camis with stars is all like behind me, and they're all like, hey, shoot another one like that, Lance or Corporal. At the time, they're like, you can shoot another one like that. And I was like, $20 on it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah. And so I plug another one down the fairway, and he looks behind him just with his hand out, and this is like a 2-star. I think it was the base commander actually at the time. And he's just got his hand out to this colonel, and the colonel's like hustling to get the $20 out. So that's another one of my cool war stories, right? I hustled a 2-star for $20 on the driving range.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so.
All right, so I'll listen to a little bit of you and Benny's podcast. I don't want to overlap too much, but I'll surmise from what I got from the beginning is like you were not like the rah-rah patriotic guy. You knew you were going to join the service, and then 9/11 happened, and you were like, "Oh shit,
yeah,
I guess I'm gonna do this." But why the Marine Corps? Because I remember, don't think anybody else in your family was Marines, right? Or at least immediate family, right? And why'd you pick the Marine Corps?
No, I picked the Marine Corps to piss off my dad. So my dad was 101st Airborne.
Oh, that, yeah.
So my dad and I, especially during my adolescent years, kind of had, I guess you could say, negative reinforcement. Kind of, we're very good. We're close now, you know. But he just always told me, like, you could never make it in the military. You're too fat. You're too short. You're too stupid. Like, you could never do it. And I was like, I couldn't make it in the Army because the Army's fucking stupid. And sorry, I don't mean to cuss too much. Sorry, guys.
Dude,
what's cussing?
The bar. It's the bar.
Right.
It's the bar. Yeah, it's bar conversation. So you're
it's
free
allowed
to shoot at will.
And my grandfather was Navy, and so I just kind of split the difference, right? Like I was like, I'm gonna go Marine Corps. And I decided infantry too because after 9/11 I was very motivated to get after it, right? Like I'll just put it as it was. I was very extremely patriotic at the moment, and patriotic is kind of, you know, it has its own. The word kind of has a sting to it, but like that's the best way I could describe it, right? I was very patriotic at the moment. Grandfather was Navy, father was Army. I'm gonna be different because I was a different kid growing up, so I'm gonna go join these guys, and I love it. Like not the worst decision I've ever made, to be honest with you. I love being a Marine. It suits me well as who I am as a person. Like, and I got the privilege to give I was at a speaking engagement for the Marine Corps birthday last November in Rock Springs, Wyoming, and I got to speak there. And when I was writing that speech, it really hit me about who I would have been if I never became a Marine. Like, and I don't necessarily want to say like, oh, if I would have went Army, I'd be this complete different person. Like maybe I might be the same person, to be honest, but like who I would have been if I had never become a Marine is someone I don't ever see doing the things I've done for my family, for my wife, my children, my father, and my community. And it's not someone I want to present to those people either. Like it would almost be like this person is like a shameful person, you know what I'm saying? So I'm so grateful to the Marine Corps for building me up. Like I if you listen to Benny's podcast, I was pretty blunt about it. Like it made me into the man I am today. It made me into a man, right? It was kind of my moment where I went from a boy to a man because I became a Marine. And so I love it. Like I'm not ashamed of it. And it's
oh, absolutely not. One thing I want to ask you about is like this is, you know, a crazy thing for me. Like when I graduated, my grandfather was an Air Force veteran, World War II and Korea.
Nice.
And I still have a acquired rifle that he brought back home.
Got it. Yeah, I'm cracking.
And it was left to me in the will with stipulation: if you ever sell this, I'll come back and kill you. It's literally written in ink. If you ever sell this, I'll come back and kill you. I've never even dared. Even in my worst circumstances, I've never looked at it. But my father was not allowed to join. He tried 3 times, was 4F'd every time, blown out eardrum, and just and shitty eye. He just couldn't do it. But they all showed up. My aunt, my mom, my father, my grandfather, my grandmother, and everybody. When they, you know, when you get dismissed and you go to scramble to look for your family, right?
Yeah.
They were all of them were crying, but my grandfather had a very stoic kind of military bearing, but it was still pouring out of his eyes. You can see it. What was the experience? I mean, was your family there? Was there anybody there to see you graduate?
So my mom and my little sister got to come to my graduation there at MCRD San Diego.
All right. I love you even more, baby.
Yeah.
Hollywood, baby.
Hollywood, yes.
Yes! Sorry, Packers just got an interception at the 2-yard line.
You know, and my mom actually took pictures of the wrong Marine in formation. She didn't recognize who I was. So that was great. Like, I have all these pictures and like flipping through them. I'm like, Mom, why didn't you get any pictures of me? And she's like, what? Who's that? I'm like, that's not me. Like, but what?
It doesn't matter who it is. It's not me.
And my dad was at the airport and he met me, and that's kind of where I did really have that moment of like, hey, you're a man now. Like, you got it. Like this is on you. Like, your decisions are what your life is going to be. And by the way, I'm proud of you of what you've done so far. And my dad's just been like a full-time 100% die-hard supporter since there. My dad has never been, I mean, the man is amazing because he's not negative through anything now. You know, he's like completely positive. And for a 70-year-old Jack Mormon libertarian dude, you know what I'm saying, that's been around the block a little bit, like that's a hard thing to do, is just stay that positive. But yeah, so I love it. I have a lot of family in and out of the not in and out, like it's not a military family, so we're not like, you know, when I say military family, I think of the people I went to college with in Pensacola, Florida, and like their family, like everyone in their family served like 25 or 30 years, right? Like, no, my family was more like those guys who like went and did like 4 years or 2 years, or like my grandfather, on his enlistment papers that my father has, it said duration of war, right, for World War II. And like that was another thing that kind of convicted me, like, oh shit, 9/11, here we go, you know. But so that's what I mean when like military family. But I did have a major who's my cousin, Brian Taylor. He was actually in the Naval Annex on 9/11, and then he got out as a lieutenant colonel. Not necessarily the most, you know, he didn't get the ranks in the officer side a whole bunch, but he did well. And then I have, like I said, my father and my grandfather, and then also on my mother's side, I had 2 uncles who served in Vietnam, and then 2 great uncles who served in World War II. And I have a Purple Heart, but I have a Purple Heart certificate from my uncle Peter Francisco, who was born in Montana, and then he died in a Japanese POW camp after Bataan. Oh, and that's the Purple Heart certificate I look at in my office when I'm having a rough day. Like, I look at that, I'm just like,
that's crazy.
No. Put your nose to the grindstone, keep going, and do what you're supposed to do, you know. And so I'm grateful for those things so much now. I've kind of come full circle around to it, to where like I'm not like that little punk kid. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen SLC Punk. I know Radio and I have talked about SLC Punk. And I'm from Salt Lake City, like Salt Lake City proper, right? Like downtown Salt Lake City. And I was SLC Punk when I was growing up.
SLC like, Punk, baby.
Yeah, you know, like and so I've kind of come full circle to that now. And like I said, I got a 17-year-old son, a 13-year-old daughter, and a wife that our marriage, we're going on about 19 years now. So
yeah, I was going to ask you about that. How'd you pull her?
Actually, my battle buddy.
Yeah, that's always.
It doesn't.
Same.
I'm just giving you shit.
Same. No.
She's
gorgeous.
I won't lie about it whatsoever. I got really lucky.
And
I married my wife in between my combat deployments, so I'm the one guy that actually didn't get divorced. I guess I don't know if that's gonna get on too many toes there, but like, yeah, my marriage has been successful, and I'm proud of it. But my wife is a trooper, and after I got wounded, she really, her quality just shined through a ton at that moment in time. And I wouldn't trade any of that for the world. But not a mutual friend, my battle buddy, actually, in the 81's platoon in Weapons Company 1-2, he's married to my wife's best friend in high school, right? So that's how we met. And I was in Camp Lejeune, and like fucking Camp Lejeune on a 96, I'm not gonna make it all the way back to Salt Lake. Like, there's no prayer, right? And I'm like a little Lance Corporal. I'm not gonna buy a plane ticket. My buddy's like, you want to go to Florida? I was like, yeah, why not? I'll go to Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Let's go to Florida. And that's how I met my wife, down there in Florida.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I'll just give a couple shout outs here. Grandpa, World War II Army, dad Marine, adopted dad, father Marine. I'm out. Oh, Julie, you're leaving already? Oh no.
What?
Yeah, she left like a minute ago. I had it up there when she put it up. when she was leaving.
Oh, no. All right, so you joined the Marine Corps. You go 03, right? I'm assuming because you're a weapons company. Oh, and I remember what I was going to ask you. I know the Marine Corps is small, but it's big, right? But and you were in the invasion, and you were a weapons company during the invasion, right? Any chance you remember a guy named Ryan Meter? Big beefcake dude?
No, I don't remember.
All
Meter
right.
sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to it.
Did you just do the same thing that every civilian
Yeah,
does to
but
us?
well, it was a shot in the dark, narrowing it down. Him being weapons company, him being in the invasion. My buddy Ryan was in the invasion, and he had one of the best stories I've ever heard. Where they got ambushed by Fedine, and his 50 went down, and they beat it off, and then he wanted, he just did whatever he had to do to make sure it was up again, and he wanted to just test it out. And his commander was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And he said, "Where at?" He said, "Oh, those berms over there." And he goes, "Okay, go ahead." And it turned out they weren't berms, they weren't hay bales, they were some fucking farmers' cows.
Oh,
and then everybody turned because they've been on edge all day, getting hit and hit and hit. So they wasted this farmer's cows. So the civilian affairs had to come along and write the guy a nice big fat check. But so tell us about your deployment. I mean, and you don't have to tell everything, every sort of detail, but the ones you want to go over, the ones you told before, that's fine.
So the first deployment, I was with Task Force Tarawa in 2003, 1-2 Weapons Company, 81 millimeter platoon, and we did we sailed. So on the USS Ponce, we embarked from Morehead City, right, and took off from there and sailed to Kuwait. And then we landed in Kuwait, and then we staged in Kuwait for probably like a month, right? And then we invaded Iraq. I think it was like on the 20th of March that we crossed into Iraq. And then on the 23rd of March, we participated in the Battle of Al-Naziriyah. So I was in that battle where Jessica Lynch was captured and by Republican Guard and Fedayeen, right? And we actually, so my platoon actually helped recover not only those vehicles, but some of those soldiers from the 507th. And we were like shocked and awe, because we were like, shock and awe is a good one to throw out too, right? For the invasion, because it was shock and awe, right? Like, but we were shocked and awed to see like any army unit like ahead of us, because the whole time, like sailing over there for a month, staying in Kuwait for a month, like we're just getting fed like, hey, you guys are going in first, you're the tip of the spear, rah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. And we were a fully recognized battalion. So you guys are Marines. I can tell you, like, we had 3 line companies of AAVs meched up. Like, so we knew some stuff was up, right? Like, we knew, okay, yeah, obviously we are going to go in first if we're all meched up and we're going in. And so we went into Nasiriyah, and there's this supply unit in front of us. And we were like, welcome to the shit, boys. And so Nasiriyah was my first real combat experience, and it was a crazy day. I got to see AAVs that had been hit by friendly fire that day. I fought Fedayeen and Republican Guard. So one of my things is I was a 0341, and I fired 81 millimeter mortars that day. And then on my second deployment, I fired 60 millimeter mortars. So I kind of think that's kind of cool. I'm a mortarman that's fired 81s and 60s. But so we did that. We did the Battle of Nasiriyah Task Force Tarawa during the invasion, and then we kind of did less intense stuff the rest of that deployment. We were up around Al-Quds. I write a little bit about that in my book, where we were doing like a hospital resupply in Al-Quds, and it's one of my moments that I really take a lot of pride in, just because the whole hearts and minds stuff, like I feel like I contributed to that when I did that hospital resupply, and I tried to like build a bridge between some children in Iraq there, you know what I'm saying? By just being a friendly guy and a friendly face and saying, hey, what's up, America's here, and we're human just like you know what I'm saying? But so that was the first deployment. We kicked around, and then we sailed back, which was an experience in itself too. Like, so we went back, we went to Nasiriyah, we kind of kicked around Al-Quds for a little bit, came back down, went to Kuwait, and then got back on the USS Ponce with all our gear, and then sailed back to America with a quick little stop in Spain. I talk about that little stop too.
In Rota? Did you stop in Rota? Did you stop in Rota?
Palma. So they were really nice to us and let us go to Palma. I think they regretted it after all the incidents from So they were like, yeah, next time you guys can just go to fucking Rota. But so we got
this was a bad choice.
4 days in Palma after 4 months essentially in Iraq, right? So we were toned up, and then we came home, and we were at Camp Lejeune. I met my wife on a 96. I did a workup with the 24th MEU. I got sent to Charlie Company as their forward observer for the 81 millimeter portion of the FIST team there with Charlie Company, and then redeployed with the 24th MEU. Didn't get a sail. We flew straight to Kuwait and then right into Babylon, or Babel province, Iraq, after a little short flight from Kuwait to Baghdad, and then did some stuff there with the 24th MEU for about 7 months. Yeah.
Pretty crazy story about you getting wounded. And at first, I saw a meme just the day before T said that you were agreed to come on, and it was a meme of it said sirens going off, incoming or coming in, and the guy's just like, fuck it, if it's my time, it's mine. He goes back to sleep. That almost was exactly what happened to you, right? Because somebody came in and grabbed your ass.
Yeah, so I was sleeping in my tent, and it was the middle of the day, and we were on FOB Iskandariyah, or Forward Operating Base Iskandariyah.
Ooh, there's a good one.
Which is a power plant right there on the Euphrates River, and so it has
that's
big
not a target. That's not a target at all.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not a fun place, and it got mortared a ton in 2004 and 2005.
Sure.
And so I was asleep in my tent at that time, and the mortar attack came in, and my sergeant from my FIST team, he was actually the FIST team leader. He came in and told everybody, hey, incoming. And I kind of rolled out of my rack and grabbed my Kevlar and tried to cover up as good as I could once he said incoming. And that's when it hit me. I was trying to, my first initial thought was to make it to the U channel. You remember the concrete U channels they put in place there for a minute. We got ours halfway through the deployment. So I spent a bunch of time out on Tampa, right? MSR Tampa, or Highway 1, right, in Iraq, and we didn't have any fortifications initially, and then engineers came and made it all pretty after we left, right? It was thanks guys, but yeah so,
thanks.
Yeah,
would have been nice.
Bob, and I got burnt and some shrapnel stuff, so I had some pretty serious wounds. I had a collapsed right lung. This arm right here, I don't know if you can catch it on screen.
Oh yeah,
so
good one.
It's my scar there. It's fully fused, so the elbow doesn't bend. I can't touch my nose with my left hand, right? So it doesn't come all the way back to my left hand. And I have foot drop on the left foot, but the 3rd degree full thickness burns on 33% of my body, collapsed right lung, the fused elbow, and just some other flesh wounds. But when it all happened, I honestly thought it was a dream at first, or a nightmare.
Yeah, that's
right.
More like a nightmare, I guess. But yeah, that's got to be kind of surreal.
That would not be a dream I would want to have.
How much of that is just shock taking over?
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I was in shock, right? I was just straight up in shock. And the sergeant that came into the tent, so he came in, and we got hit. The tent got hit, and a lot of us got hit. And I woke up, and I was on fire, and the tent was filled with smoke. And I was somehow on my feet. I'm not even sure how. But he was trying to put me out with his hands. So he came in, incoming, we get hit, and then he's trying to put me out with his hands. And I just eventually stop, drop, and roll out the back of the hatch. And he's out there with me, and he's like, I'm going to go get help. And so I was behind that tent by myself for a little bit, and I talk about that in my book. Also, I think it's the 3rd poem in my book is called The Nightmare, and it's about a nightmare I had, but when I was in a coma. So I remember being casevaced from Iskandariyah to Baghdad, and then they induced a coma on me, and then I woke up in San Antonio, Texas. And that poem, The Nightmare, it's a little surreal because essentially I was in a hospital room and with a bunch of corpses, right? And the corpses told me hey, dude, you're dead. You're dead. And that's kind of what I told myself too. After I really was out of shock after getting hit, I evaluated myself and I was like, well, I'm dead. Turns out like 22-year-old Marines actually don't know shit about triage. So like I wasn't dead, and I was like right there within the golden hour. People were taking care of me. You know what I'm saying? And so like I was able to get saved by my brothers and sisters in that system. But yeah, I totally thought I was going to die at that moment in time. And yeah, I talk about that in my book. It's the first chapter, so it is kind of like a biography. Some of it is. There's about 6 chapters of biography. I bounce around a lot because I'm kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? I bounce around a lot as a person. Yeah,
I'm with you.
It happens.
Yeah, I think
it
that's
just is what it is, man. You know?
That's part of
the way
being a
it goes.
Marine. Part of your personality is you just bounce around, I think.
Right, shiny objects and get my attention like that. Yeah.
Squirrel. You know, we can't find our keys, but anything pops off. We're like,
I have
all right,
no idea
worries.
what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, no worries. I got this. You know, anything crazy goes down, my wife's like, I don't know how you do that. Yeah. And I'm like, well, it's because when I find my keys, what happens? She goes, you lose your shit and start throwing stuff. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So like, I can't. I sweat the small stuff, and when the zombies come, I'm fine. I'm like, all right, just go. Yeah. You get the AR. I'll get the AK. It's fine. Don't worry. We got this. It's all good. Yeah. All right. So what was the impetus behind the book? I mean, I heard a little bit like everybody, you know, my mom's been up my ass to write a book for freaking 20 years. I'm like, I just know. I do this show. I've been doing it for years. Pretty much everything I've done, everybody's heard about it through this. Some stuff I'll never talk about, but yeah. What was the final straw? Like, all right, damn it, I'm gonna do this. And where does poetry come along? Because I got to tell you something real quick. Every once in a while, I try and read. I call it poetry in cursive because by the end of the show, I'm pretty hammered. And but every once in a while, I'll play like my favorite poem right now is "Rage Against the Dying Light" by Dylan Thomas. Right, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. But I've done Alfred Lord Tennyson, Charge of the Light Brigade. You know, I remember getting made fun of in high school because I didn't return a poetry book by Edgar Allan Poe in time, and they read it off in gym class. And all my guys are like, you read poetry? And I'm like, yeah, I do. So where'd that come from? Where did poetry come from? And how are you so unabashed about it, other than being, a little bit of a badass?
Poetry I discovered when I was in college. So it wasn't until after my service. I wasn't big into any kind of literature as a child or anything like that. But poetry I discovered while I was in college. I was doing just an English composition course, right? And I was studying the beat poets. And something about them really resonated with me. And I was like, you know what? I can get on board with this kind of I don't want to be like edginess, but that's a good way to put it, right? Like, so they were pretty edgy and different and unique. And I was like, I think this is how I can tell my story. And yeah, people had always kind of put that, like, I don't want to call it negative pressure, but maybe just pressure on me, like, oh, tell your story. You should write a book. Well, books are really hard to write. Believe it or not, like, they're not easy things to write. And poetry for me was easy to write. And so I just kind of married those two things together when I was like, okay, I can alleviate some of this pressure, which I was also putting on myself too. And, without going too much further, I'm not trying to look like to romanticize my service, but I am very proud of it. And it's something that, like, I want my kids to know, like, hey, when this happened, your dad was ready to do this. You know what I'm saying? And he was ready to do it for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons, and not the big wrong reasons, that I can encounter. Like, I say, oh, yeah, I invaded Iraq in 2003, and people will be like, oh, did you find any WMDs? That's the first thing they want to say to me or something like that. And it's just like, no, you know what? You don't know what you're talking about. I was there with Iraqi people who were hurting, and I put a smile on their face and gave them food and water for a day. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, I sat home on my butt and played Xbox. Sweet. That's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with Xbox, nothing wrong with sitting at home, but don't, like, throw shade at me because I went and did something, right? And so I wanted my children, especially my children, to know about that side of me as well and not to hear it from someone else, essentially. And after I did go through the education system, yeah, bitter is in the title of my book. So, like, because the education system was just so it treated me toxic. Like, I was a toxic person because of all this patriotism I had inside me and stuff like that. And so I use the word toxic too. Like, that's my handle too, right? Like, Griff the non-toxic grunt is
I love
Instagram.
it.
And Twitter, by the way. So if you're out there, you can follow me and listen to all my toxic stuff. I use it as kind of like a red herring, right? Like, I'm not really toxic, guys. I have almost a 20-year marriage. I've been on church mission trips. I love my kids. I will die for my kids. I will serve my community. I love doing that kind of stuff. I'm nerdy about it. You know what I'm saying? And I read books. I also have a YouTube channel, Griff Burns Books. Go check it out. And I love history books the most, but I'll read books and try to help people and try to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a position now where I really feel like I can pay it forward for my community, whether whoever that is, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's here in Utah or whether it's Marines, like we're here online doing a podcast or however, I really do want to pay it forward because I feel so grateful that, first of all, like, I'm not dead. Right? Like, I came very close to being dead. I'm not dead. I have all my fingers and toes, which is actually pretty remarkable in my circumstance. Like, it came real close. I had to tell my dad that my left arm was amputated. And so, like, when I woke up, he's like, dude, you have your arm. And he's, like, all excited about it. I'm like, dude, look at me. Like, I'm not, like, happy to be here right now. He's like, but you have your arm, you know? And so,
I guess that's one way to look at it, right?
You know, try to pay that positivity forward as best as I can. And so that's what inspired me to write the book too. And to share, like, hey, you know what? I was writing poetry ever since I've been in college, and I've been writing poetry to help me, right? Like, there's definitely some stuff I've written that's poetry that I've not shared. And I continue to write poetry. I'm going to publish more poetry. I'm working on more poetry. I'm working on a manuscript now that it's less centric to my service, right? And just kind of more like, you know, crazy ideas I have about history. I wrote a poem about Beowulf. I wrote a poem about all kinds of crazy stuff that I read about in history. I wrote a poem about Dunkirk, which I guess that's still about war, right? But not my experience, right?
Right.
So,
yeah.
I'll write stuff like that now. And I like reading it too. So Charge of the Light Brigade is my favorite poem. But also, I also like, if you like that one, check out Rudyard Kipling. And it's The Last of the Light Brigade.
Okay.
And it's published after that. And it's kind of like a part 2 of it that kind of talks about those English soldiers after the Crimean War went home to London. And if you read The Charge of the Light Brigade, you should definitely check out The Last of the Light Brigade by Rudyard Kipling as well. So that's a good one. But yeah, so I guess I'm a poet evangelist now, like, right?
I love it.
So yeah, that's my medium. I love it as well. And I write tons of stuff too, and just in my free time. So I am an educator. I work for a university, but also I'm writing a political pamphlet. Now I'm kind of getting my toes wet in like some science fiction dystopian stuff because that's kind of what sells out there. I still want to be a writer. I still want to be a poet. If I could quit my Monday through Friday job and just be a writer and a poet at this point, I would do it. Initially, I just wanted to teach history, and that was it. Like, after I got out of the military, I was like, I love history. I want to teach history. And when they were like, hey, will you teach this kind of history? Marxist history, essentially. I was like, no, I'm not going to teach that kind of history. They're like, okay,
yeah.
I'm going to teach. And so, like, joke's on them. You didn't stop this grunt. Like, he's only going to adapt and overcome, right? And so now I'm going to teach history in my way. And it might even be more influential if they would have just gave me a classroom. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's my little spiel about that. And I love writing. Writing is such I love it. I'm a nerd about it. So I could talk all night about writing.
Oh no! Have you ever checked out Dan Carlin's Hardcore History?
Yes. I've listened to that podcast a couple times, and he's great stuff. What is the other one? There's another one on there that it's a history podcast. Softcore History is one I've listened to quite a bit, and that's pretty in that same vein.
Okay.
That stuff. So, yeah.
Richie is asking, and we put it up there earlier, Richie, but you might have jumped out.
I still got it in there, so I'll paste it again.
Yeah.
So, Amazon is where you buy it. And thank you for the support. Thank you guys again for having me on here and letting me plug my book and stuff. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
See, a couple of the channels, for some reason, when I post the link, mainly the bar, I guess it didn't post to the bar when I put the link up. All the other pages were broadcasting to it came through on, but
let's give everybody a chance. We're gonna do the toast. I haven't done the toast, so I usually do a toast.
Oh,
so,
nice.
To those that paved the way for us, to those that fought to the left and the right of us, to those crazy enough to follow in our footsteps, to those we lost in far-off lands, and to those we lost at home to the demons that simply could not outrun, the bar salutes you. Slancha.
Toast,
an energy drink for me.
It's your birthday and you're drinking energy
drink?
Shit,
you said it. Damn it.
Radio, it's your birthday?
It's his birthday, man.
Yeah, it's Radio's birthday today.
Radio. Did you drink a Ribbit? Was that a Ribbit?
It's your birthday.
Was that a Ribbit?
No, it was not. It was still my NOS.
Show it.
No, see,
it's so look like a Ribbit.
Radio drinks NOS all the time.
That and Rockstar.
I'll
be a scientific study for somebody one day.
Once I was done with that stuff, I was done with that stuff. Like, I never looked back. I never want to ever touch that again. All right. T, Radio, El Radio.
Yo.
You guys, it's your turn. It's your turn to ask questions of the Griff.
Rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first. T, rock, paper,
going
scissors.
first.
No, rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first. What the hell?
Go on, do it. Even though there's
you got rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. No, hold on. You got rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Try and get Maurice to do anything.
What the hell? All right, one try. Try again. One. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I feel like there's a weird delay here.
I think that's radio.
Yeah, there's a weird delay going on right now.
It's your birthday,
okay,
Radio.
You go first. I'll allow it.
No, Radio's birthday.
He goes first.
Yeah, you go first. It's your birthday. Which also, I was looking up a birthday song for Radio.
Ah, crap. I can't believe it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh, no worries, man. You go first, bro.
So, Griff, what's up, bud? I haven't talked to you in a while. Usually
it's
with
been a
you.
minute.
Like you. What's it been like? Because we actually had a discussion recently when you were talking about like the publishing of the book and whatnot. What was that experience like to try and actually like have it edited and then not be a known author and then be like, all right, well, where am I going to release this thing? I don't have distribution. Like, how did that work? And what did you discover in the real business side of things, that world?
So the business side of publishing is very businessy. If you're not going to sell, they're not going to help you at all. Any publishers out there, and let me reemphasize that, if you're not going to sell, so I self-publish through Amazon through the Kindle Direct publishing process, and for me, I actually paid $1,800 for editing out of a firm in New York, and it took me like 8 months of my book being available to make that money back, right? So that just kind of puts everything in the frame. Like, it's not going to be a New York Times bestseller if you're coming off of obscurity, right? And so it, with some other stuff, like other veterans who published books, right? Like, they've had publishers back them, and those guys are great. Like, I don't want to throw shade on dudes who've done well and sold lots of books, you know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily what my goal was to sell a bunch of books. I wanted to just be heard, and I just wanted to have my book out there. And so I was happy to have that. And then once I got that published and available on Amazon, I just started, kind of self-advocating as much as I could through social media and through stuff like this, being on a podcast. I learned that publishing it's difficult because of like getting on Fox News is difficult, right? Like, so.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just going to let anyone on Fox News. And so that's why publishing is difficult.
Yeah.
But if you're out there doing it, I highly recommend checking out the Amazon KDP process. And no matter what you're going to publish, whether it's poetry, whether it's science fiction, whether it's a memoir, look into that process. And then also look into editing that might be more local to where you're at too. So people in your own community that might be able to edit your book. The editing firm I had out in New York, I won't use again. I'll look local to do it locally and probably save some money on my end and probably get better support on that other end, to be honest with you. So it wasn't a lot of support. I was expecting more support for my money. $1,800 is actually a lot of money for me. But I guess someone in New York, $1,800 isn't a lot of money to them. So
I'm kind of
that's like a month of rent in an apartment in New York.
Wait, that's rent?
Yeah.
That's damn. That's actually, I was gonna say that's funny because that's my rent here in California. So I'm kind of curious on the editing side of things. This kind of brings. When we were I've got no experience with this like in the real world of that because I suck at writing. So like I remember back in high school, right? You're writing a paper. You're like, all right, I'm going to use spell check and maybe somebody's going to review it and stuff. That's editing, to me at least. Is that pretty much the same thing for you? And why is that so expensive, regardless of, or what kind of support are you looking for in that aspect?
So editing is formatting. And then also, so editing, first of all, is what you're talking about, right? Editing for clarity, essentially, and grammar. That is definitely editing. And, like, that's, like, the first step of editing. And that's, like, the editing you would do, like, if you're going to hand in a paper, like, in school, right? And so that's, like, the editing that everyone's kind of familiar with. But editing, when it comes to publishing a book, is also formatting. So, like, that format that... the book has all the words on the right places on the right pages, right? Cover images, copyright stuff, all kinds of information like that regarding formatting, and depending on what platform you're publishing on. Like, so mine was Amazon. There's some formatting criteria you have to meet with the Amazon KDP, which isn't difficult. It's not super difficult. If you're a little tech savvy, you can do it on your own. But also it's much easier when you have someone saying, hey, here's the way you do this. And so my editors, they shared like videos with me, 5-minute videos of like, hey, this is how you upload to Amazon. This is how you do this. But they also did that other editing as well, what you're talking about, where they corrected my grammar, where they corrected my speech and my clarity, right? Also, I've ran
speech for Marines.
With editors kind of...
Is that an MCI?
with editors being biased. So I'll just...
for sure.
Yeah, that's got to be interesting because you're like... Because how does that... Like, when something gets changed grammatically that you wrote, you're like, wait a minute, that's not...
Yeah, that's not what I was saying.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say that. Like, I was saying you're a piece of shit, not you're a piece of crap.
Yeah, and well, that's exactly right. And so some of that they did try to change some of that. The editors did, but also like in my book here, you can see like I have pictures, right? So I have pictures in my book. So Marines, like you don't just have to read. There's pictures in my book. And they're actually in black and white, so if you guys want to color them in, feel free. I don't give a crap.
Oh my god, that's great right there.
I eat all my crayons before I get a chance to fill.
I can't even color in the pages because I just ate them all.
Yeah. They added a picture that was actually a political propaganda picture from like the 1870s in my manuscript that I caught. My editors did. And I didn't really understand why they added that picture in there. I was like, what's this picture about? And they're like, oh, sorry. And I was just like, but why did you add like this weird, like
why'd you add something that had nothing to do?
Political, like, and so that's kind of like, I kind of got treated, I felt like, as a small guy, which, hey, whatever. Like I've sold probably like 150 copies of my book so far, which I'm proud of. My goal was 100 copies, to be flat out and just blunt about it. And so I've achieved that goal. And like I said, this is my first book that I've sold of poetry. I'm going to work on more books and more poetry. So definitely more stuff coming out with that. Follow me, and you'll see it.
Let me switch back to the Marine Corps a little bit, and I always like to ask this question of anybody who's been downrange. I never asked anybody to share the horror stories or anything unless they volunteer to do so. I've asked SEALs this question, Green Berets, one of them, Thomas Tran. Thomas Tran's a Green Beret who he's a stand-up comic now. He left the wire one day, and I can't remember how far he was out, and he took an AK-47 round to the back of his head. So he had short-term memory problems. He made a joke about it, and he goes, it's the best thing that ever happened to me because I live with a woman. And she goes, she bitched at me one day about not filling up the ice cubes. How could you not remember to fill up the ice cubes? And he's like, got shot in the back of the head. What would you like, ice cubes or freedom? I'm sure there's a lot of people in Afghanistan that would like ice cubes and freedom, but it just makes it's hilarious. What's your funniest story being downrange? Is there anything that just jumps into your head that somebody did something silly, somebody did something stupid, that everybody laughed at?
Good story, and it is from the book. When we were in Kuwait before the invasion, we were just in Camp Shoup, Kuwait, with Task Force Tarawa, and we were really, really anxious about chemical warheads and weapons of mass destruction, right? We had the azapine and the adrenaline. We were in mop suits, but we were also really bored, and so we were putting MRE bombs. Are you guys familiar with an MRE bomb?
Oh, yeah. Love the MRE bomb.
So the 81 platoon, we were putting MRE bombs in each other's tents. We had like 3 tents for like both sections, and then like the NCOs had a tent, right? And so I was in the first section tent, and they put a massive MRE bomb in our tent. Like, I'm talking like it was every Tabasco bottle on the camp inside this little. And so
That's
one
insane.
of the Marines from my squad, actually, who I talk about him a little bit, his name was Robinson. He kind of just wakes up in the middle of the night off his little 1-inch ISO mat in the tent there and starts going gas, 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 right? Because of this MRE bomb. And the whole tent is just donning and clearing gas masks and thinking like we just got hit by Iraqi, chemical warfare, right? And so like we're all getting these gas masks on. One Marine runs out of the tent and starts running up and down Tent City, going gas, gas, gas with his whole chemical warfare suit on. And so the whole camp is getting like in mop gear and now has the alarm for gas going on. And meanwhile, I'm in this tent, and so we got a bunch of Marines sent to us right before we invaded too, from all kinds of other units and stuff. Even like some cooks and stuff that got sent to the infantry. Sucks for you guys.
Every Marine's
there
a
was
rifleman,
one Marine
bro.
there, and he didn't have his gas mask. The Marine next to him took it, and this Marine's nickname was Knuckle Dragger. And so this was in Kuwait, and he puts his gas mask on, and this other Marine goes, I don't want to use his name, but he just tells him, "Hey, Knuckle Dragger, you have my gas mask on." And Knuckle Dragger just looks at him and goes, I don't care. Like, this is my gas mask now. And at that moment in time, I just kind of like racked around because I already had mine on, and I was like, okay. Like, we had like 30 rounds on us at the whole time we were in Kuwait too, right? And so I was just like, cool. Like, no one's taking my gas mask, guys. Like, it's not happening today. That was a funny one. And then to talk about Knuckle Dragger, this isn't downrange, but this is on Camp Lejeune. When I just got sent to 1-2, we were getting hazed by our senior Marines, right? And there was this senior Lance Corporal there, and we were playing football, and he wanted to punk Knuckle Dragger out, and so he was walking towards Knuckle Dragger with his hands down like this, with his chin out like this, and talking to Knuckle Dragger. And I was behind this Marine, and it was boots against seniors, right? That was the football teams that we were playing, and we're getting thrashed, right? It's not actually a football game. This is just an excuse for them to like mow us over, right? As these new Marines come into 1-2. And so Weingunner, I guess, gets the courage to walk up to Knuckle Dragger like that. And I literally see Knuckle Dragger coil up so much, like some of his body's like digging into the grass on the quad, and then just hits Weingunner right in the cheek. And Weingunner just makes out this like shriek like "Arr!" and then breaks his jaw and his ankle. It was one of the most violent things I've ever seen in my life. I've seen combat, right? Like I've seen people blown up, and like this guy got his jaw and his ankle broke by this one dude.
That's like the Iron Fist in the comics. Like it sends the shockwave through the entire body.
And the greatest thing about this was Knuckle Dragger. Like there was a whole NCI. So this is before the invasion. This is like 2002, right? And we were on Camp Lejeune. There's a whole investigation by NCIS. No one says anything, right, about the whole thing. And then like 4 months later, Knuckle Dragger gets meritorious promoted to Lance Corporal. And so then we invade, right? And yeah, we have all that fun stuff. We spent like 40 days in freaking mop suits, so we had a lot of fun with that stuff too. You know, a funny story I guess I could also tell you is that I jumped into a sewage trench in the Battle of Nazaria with my mop suit.
What's up, Wayne?
And my canister was my squad leader told me to undo my spare canister, right, for my gas mask. And so I jump in the sewage trench and I just walk over to my squad leader like a day later, and I just dump all this sewage water just straight out of my gas mask canister. And he's just like, well, you're screwed if we get hit. And I was like, thanks Corporal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, lots of fun times. There's, you know, that dark humor and that I guess you could call it trench humor. It's always there. Lots of good times and good memories. Definitely a lot of stuff as I talk about in my book. And not just about downrange, but like stuff like that from Camp Lejeune or even like boot camp stuff. I talk about in my book as well. So like there's 6 chapters of biography in there. And I would say at least 50% of that is like, you know, funny shit that happened to me while I was in the Marine Corps. So
oh yeah, there's great stuff. I mean, boot camp is just full of it. I mean, I was a broke dick in boot camp. I got stress fractures in both my legs, so I was an MRP for 2 months. And I 3 times they offered me med board to leave. Like, you got broken legs, you can just leave. We'll write you a check for the rest of your life. I'm 10 days away from graduation. Go fuck yourself. Like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna. How long it takes, as long as you don't forcibly remove me, I'm gonna make it through, and I did. And I lied my ass off to get into a platoon again. And I told my senior drill instructor, literally, he said he had the open door policy. First day in, I came in and said, "I'm not right, sir, but I'll make it." And I said, "I've been an MRP studying all this. I can teach all your dummies," which he had the dummy platoon of the battalion. I mean, they were. He used to say, I could point to a mountain and y'all could move it. But if I asked you to tell me what it was, you just stand there looking at me stupid. That's how bad this platoon was. So I schooled these guys up. I took the worst of the worst and I took them to the head at night and schooled them up and taught them. And it was great. But I just remember being MRP one time, and I don't know what it was. We were getting ready to go to chow because we always had to go chow first because, you know, you've got those in wheelchairs, you got those on crutches, and then you got the walking wounded, and then you got the ones that are about to go back to training platoon. So it took us a while. We're getting ready, and a freaking stork or whatever it was lands right in front of the barracks, and some guy catches his eye, and he just looks at it, and one of the drill instructors is like, "Oh, you think that's funny? You think that's more interesting than listening to me? Go get me that bird!" And he made him chase that bird, and the bird was in on it.
I didn't see that coming.
The bird had to be in on it because the bird has wings, and he could have flew away, but he just trotted around like the Roadrunner, and this dude's chasing him around for 5 minutes. All their drill instructors and platoons are going by going, "What the fuck is going on?" And we're trying to, like, you're biting your tongue. I'll never, ever forget that. And I mean, one instance of a drill instructor, walking by, literally bent over, dragging his knuckles on the ground as he walked in front of the MRP format, just dragging his knuckles on the ground, seeing if he could get a response out of us. Thankfully, nobody did anything. I mean, we're broke, so they can't torture us that much. But
Right.
I mean, what's your favorite story about boot camp? I want everybody's story, but go ahead.
Well, actually, hold that thought. I'm going to come back here in a second. I'm going to take a quick break real fast because, some people have said, oh, well, why is Radio not wasted on his damn birthday and all of this crap that's good? Yeah, there's Griff, like, probably shaking his head at me, I think, like, oh, yeah, Radio, just being a moron. Maybe not. I don't know. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I got a surprise.
Oh, right. All right, Griff, what's your favorite boot camp story? Look, he's got a timer.
So we had a recruit, and I'm gonna just say his name. I've never heard of him again. Leckenby, and he was an older recruit, and this is gonna sound rough. It's gonna be a little below the line. He had to have been some kind of mental, kind of case, right? Like he was a couple cards short of a deck, right? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Leckenby always had his hands in front. So when you'd stand at attention, right, your hands are supposed to be on your trouser seams, correct? So when we were getting inspected, it's like the last 2 weeks, and so we actually had alphas hanging up, and we were doing our alphas, like getting all the eyepiece off our alphas and stuff like that night. And it was like one of the junior drill instructors was in charge of us, so it was kind of like a laid back night. And then we're doing like the final night inspection. And Leckenby's got his hands still in front of his, like, kind of almost like a martial arts stance where your hands are out in front of you. And the drill instructor just comes out and is like, Leckenby, for fuck's sakes, put your thumbs on your trouser seams. And I kid you not, we're in shower shoes and skivvies, right? And Leckenby does a perfect about face. Perfect in shower shoes, about face, and with snap and pop, bang, puts his thumbs exactly on his alpha trouser seams hanging up behind him. And the drill instructor loses his mind laughing. Like, the cover comes off, drill instructor is just over his own gut, cracking up at this guy who's, mentally handicapped. And the whole squad is just hilariously laughing at that point in time. And it was so funny that the drill instructor, once he got his bearing, and he's just like, if any of you say shit about this ever again, I will murder all your families. And I kind of believed him. So I don't know. Maybe I should go in the witness protection program now, like after that story, telling you guys that story. But Leckenby putting his thumbs on his trouser seam. That's got to be the funniest story of boot camp I have. I also had all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled in boot camp. I don't know if that's a funny story, but it was a painful story. It sucked. Going back to the squad bay, like the other 3 Marines that I went to dental with had straight up just left and abandoned me. So I was straight up just a recruit walking by myself from dental back to my squad bay, and I was like, I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna get murdered. And I walk back, and I finally give my little cheat shit, on my little piece of paper to my senior drill instructor, and he's like, go lay down in your rack. And I must have laid down for probably about 15 minutes before they pulled me out of the rack and just hazed the living daylights out of me behind the squad bay. And they're like, you want to go back with the platoon, or do you want to sit here on light duty somewhere? I was like, I would love to go back to the platoon. If that's an option, I will definitely go ahead. I will swallow as much blood as I can, and you know what I'm saying, and go back out there with them. So yeah, that's boot camp stuff. But one of my chapters is titled Boot Camp and War Stories, and there's that stuff's in there, and it's it's a pleasure to share. Like I said, I love talking about my military experience. I'm grateful for it.
Oh, absolutely. You mentioned earlier about, where would you be without the Marine Corps? And my mom, since I was like, I don't know, I couldn't remember, like 12, 13 years old, you're going to college, you're going to college, you're going to college. And meanwhile, in high school, I'm a disaster. I'm barely academically eligible to play any of the sports I was in. I mean, like, teachers had to give me chances for extra credit to make me eligible to play sports, to play football, to play baseball, to run track, run cross country. and until my junior year, and then I'm like, oh crap, life's coming up real fast. I better hit the books. And then I went from like a 2.0 to almost a 4.0 student real quick. But I still realized like I'm gonna go to college away from any real authority that I consider authority. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. And I talked to my dad. I'm like, I'm gonna join the Marine Corps, and he goes, huh? I'm like, yeah. I think I'm gonna join the Marine Corps. I tossed around the Air Force, tossed around the Navy. I had my best friends. Actually, 4 of us joined the Marine Corps together.
Nice.
Yeah, and I got credit for all the other 3 signing up. So I got military promoted for that. That helped a lot. But yeah, I mean, I knew I was gonna blow it up. I knew instantly I was going to blow it up. And I'm in the process right now of trying to talk to my, she's not my sister, but she's a sister from another mister. I'm trying to talk her son into doing it because he is a complete and utter fuck up. I mean, he's not robbing banks or stealing cars, but, you know, he's committing every stupid thing you could think of. And I'm like, let's just get him to the recruiter's office. Let's get him in, like, and I need to find a good recruiter and sit this dude down, show him where you're gonna go if you don't do this. And I wish there was a better way to do that. I don't know what else to do with this kid. I'm scared he's actually.
Like why I wanted to write my book too. You know, I really do want to put a good spin on my military service, and I really do feel like it was a privilege to serve with the men. The Marines that I got to serve with, and I don't want to sound corny or cheesy or romantic or Hemingway-ish with that stuff, but that is exactly what I got. And in my opinion, you get out of it what you put into it, you know. And there's all kinds of terrible stories about military service out there, and so I wanted to kind of be a good story about it, right? Maybe not. Maybe people look at my story and they only see pity for me because I'm a wounded veteran now or a disabled veteran now, but that's not my story, right? That's not. I get to identify part of my story, and my story is that I did get blown up, and some bad stuff did happen. But you know what? The things I got in return for it, there's no way, and you could get it any other way. There's no chance that you're going to get that kind of brotherhood that I have with Marines from New York City, New Orleans, California, in a fraternity at your college. I'm sorry, you're not going to have that.
No.
So you know what I'm saying? And you know what? I got to travel on a boat to the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get that experience being a tourist. I'm sorry, you're just not going to get that experience. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I wanted to do with my book, and I'm just really grateful I got to. But so gents, I'm getting told I need to kind of wrap it up here.
No worries, man.
On me. And I'm going to go get a drink, and I'm going to go have a drink for old Radio's birthday as well, and then watch some UFC fights and just kick it.
Yeah, we've got Nagano going on tonight, so I mean, I feel you.
My money's on Ngannou. I think he's got it. I think the TKO with Ngannou, but it could be a good one for Gon too. Gon's a really good fighter, so I appreciate you guys so much for having me.
Oh, thank you, man.
Griff, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
I really
Griff.
appreciate coming on.
We're going to put your link up on the main page. Have a good night, man.
Later.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That was fun.
That was absolutely very fun. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Griff. And hopefully we'll bring you back again for some more shenanigans, if you will. That was a great interview. I had a lot of fun with it. No doubt about that. God, where is it? There we go. I'm looking for. I lost the Packer game, man. I don't know what to do.
Man, Devontae Adams is like tearing it up on this drive. He had a couple of great catches, and they're down at like the 20-yard line right now. They're on a commercial break right now, but he's had a couple of great catches in here. I know I've been like bouncing back and forth looking at our screen and then the phone on my side with the game on, so it's like but it's so much better listening to Griff talk than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, that's for sure.
Oh God, for sure, man. For sure. We need to get a website up so we can just call these games. What?
I might have got some alcohol.
Uh-oh.
Nice. But you're still numbers.
Fucking Bill. I wondered who the hell it was. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I can't. When Julie's coming to the States, I got to go back to Australia one of these days. I got to get back there because, I mean, once you get the lockdowns done, because I miss Perth just a little bit. And Adelaide's got the best strip clubs in the world, or at least I thought so.
Yeah, it's
7-3 Green Bay. All right, I'm trying to pick up the game again.
Yeah. Devontae Adams just had another catch. Now they're at like the about the 12, I think. Yeah, well, yeah.
Canada.
Don't come to Canada. Yeah, it's
no
the same
kidding.
as Australia.
No kidding. Yeah, well, it's worse than Australia from what I hear. But
Australia is pretty crazy on this COVID stuff.
Are they? Do we have some Australians in the chat maybe that can confirm that they are crazy?
We have two.
Yeah,
we have two.
What?
Julie and Bill.
Yeah. Yep. We have two in there. And he's got the music going.
Yeah, now that radio's back, I gotta do the birthday song for him. It's from a
cartoon. Shit! Is it the Loverboy song? Tell me.
No, it's
yes.
It's a Cartoon Network skit, but
oh crap.
Okay, let's see it. What do you got? This is
That
definitely good guess.
That was my birthday.
Steve, I didn't know it was your birthday.
You should have said something, Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Wonderful. I know.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
It was last month.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
What the hell?
That's good.
Did I just fucking see?
When Bill's not here. Isn't that part of like a Cheech and Chong skit? Bill's not here, man.
No, it was from Bill's not here, man.
Phil, is it Phil or Bill? They're like, Bill's not here, man. I swear to God, it's a Cheech and Chong skit. Bill's not here, man. I'm looking for Bill. Bill's not here, man. Oh, God. Good shit right there. I don't know. Should we go stupid in the paint? Should I play that fucking Tom Tran skit? Nah, I probably was in trouble.
That birthday song was from Tim and Eric's awesome show. Great job.
Uh-oh. What do you got there? It looks like Rock got fucking Corona. Is that Corona?
Where's that?
No, it's Cuervo.
Cuervo. Sorry, the way the light is right now, I've got it like.
Yeah.
You know,
Julie's got it. Dave's not here, man. Is Dave? Who? Dave, man. Dave's not here, man. I love it. Thank you, Griff. Here's a shot to you, brother. Good on you for doing what you're doing.
Oh, God, this is going to suck.
He's got a shot ready.
Holy crap.
No way. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy.
Shot skis.
Ugh. Fucking hell. That's been a while. Oh, my God, that's been a while. Fuck.
All right. It's 3rd and goal from like the 5 right now, Minnie.
Who cares? Hold on. Radio just took a shot. This is more important than damn Green Bay Packers. No one cares about it.
Nothing more important than the Green Bay Packers right now. All right? You gotta be kidding me. What's wrong with you?
I just chased that with an energy drink. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea.
We'll have fun drunk passing out with your legs shaking.
No, it's from the 8th.
Oh my God! All right, let's see if we can get some people in here from the. See if we can get somebody in here from. See if we can get anybody in here from the main chat. Did you put the link in? Oh, I never.
Oh, the stream. You want the StreamYard chat in there?
Chris just got.
No, not the StreamYard chat. The VRS chat.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to put this?
I'll put it in there.
By the way, can someone point out, I tried to log into the StreamYard because we did the show last week, right? Walk the line. and then I couldn't log the hell back in. So, Minnie, you and I are going to have a Zoom meeting where I learn how to use this.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Just saying, some backward, or not, stuff. So what song should we play? Because I can also, this is kind of interesting just so you guys know. Oh, I have, I can confirm, by the way, I have Griff's book here downloaded to my Kindle stuff.
Yeah, if you're a Prime member, actually, it's free on Amazon.
Yeah, well, the Kindle Unlimited. Because I download, like, the books. So I can confirm that there are, in fact, pictures, and they are not in black and white. So if you have crayons, you can eat the crayon while enjoying some pictures.
Ooh. I was trying to look up. I have a picture of me in an undisclosed location in mop gear, and I couldn't take it anymore. And cylinder alert, and I went and took a shit. And somebody decided to take a picture of me, and I still have it. My wife was not around for her to find my picture book, so that's how old I am. I actually had legit pictures printed out, not just on my phone. And I'll have to find it for next week. I'll show it to you guys. I'm doing a big peace sign because I got caught literally breaking the rules, if you will.
So Griff actually has a great picture in this book of him getting his Purple Heart from the Commandant of the Marine Corps, who was Michael Hagee at the time.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would you like to see the picture?
I would love to see the picture.
Well, you know what? I think I can make that happen, in fact, if I just go like that.
Nice.
That's a pretty, dear God.
That left arm is fucked.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough one right there. What other pictures we got right here? So these are the pictures from Griff's book. Their audience of people. Let's go backwards. Returning to the patrol base in Babylon, Iraq. Under the bridge. I feel like I should play that song.
Go for it, man.
Oops. Gotta. Yeah, there we go. That's all we get of that. Ooh, everyone, did you guys have those obligatory pictures when you were deployed?
Oh, of course.
All right.
No, I didn't have to go upstairs and find them, but yeah, I got pictures.
Well, they're like the one of you, like, I feel like it's the obligatory, like, got to take a picture of you standing there with your rifle, like, yep, I'm cool.
Yeah.
The thing about my pictures from when I was in Iraq is
I got a Charlie Angels one somewhere around there where we all did the Charlie's Angels thing. Like, like a bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah, we did that one.
I kept a mustache the entire time I was in Iraq.
You got the the Hitler going.
You saw you guys saw.
I didn't have the Hitler stash. I had like the full stash.
Oh,
but yeah,
how the hell did you get away with that?
Because he's fucking.
You could have
a mustache.
You could have a mustache, but I still had to shave the rest of the beard.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be past the lip of your lip, and it's not supposed to touch your lip. That's a Hitler mustache.
Well,
I did it like right to the end of the lip.
You know what? I forgot to ask him. I forgot to ask him about one of my favorite docu-dramas about the invasion of Iraq was Generation Kill, right? I love that. I love that thing.
Yeah, Generation Kill is awesome.
Guess who? I can't remember who is the main character. He's the driver in RTO. He's wearing those stupid sunglasses.
Did you say RTO? This is not the Army. What?
No, I know. But I'm trying to think.
I'm disappointed in you.
Ray. In Generation Kill, guy driving. He's driving for Iceman. What do they call him? The Ice? Yeah, they call him the Iceman.
Are you thinking of Rudy Reyes?
Yes. No. I met Fruity Rudy multiple times. I know Fruity Rudy.
Yeah, no, he's an amazing dude. Yeah, he's actually part of that.
Yeah, I know.
He's legit, like acted in it and was like there with them in it.
Yeah, I met him multiple times. My favorite time was at Growth Fest 2, and I remember talking to him, and we were having a blast, just trading fucking stories, and I'm like, Rudy, I don't know who wants to fuck you more, me or all these girls. He goes, probably you. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
Hell yeah.
Fruity Rudy is gorgeous, man. That dude was
dude, he's
stacked.
like, yeah. If I was a chick, I'd want to do him more now than when he was in the Marine Corps. Like, the dude's in greater shape now than he was then.
He was so funny, man. He was great. But no, the guy who was driving, I'm sure his name was Ray. I can't remember. He was a failed artist, joined the Marine Corps, talked a lot. I can't remember his fucking name, though. Fuck.
Okay, so... Oh, go ahead, Minnie. Sorry.
Somebody help me out. I'm trying to remember the character's name.
Just let him fail, people. Let him fail. Let the brain go.
Don't let
I
me
drank
fail.
alcohol.
I was hoping somebody in here fucking help me out.
Well, I have some weird knowledge for you. So when I walked away, we were doing like because I had to go get the alcohol, right? It wasn't a bike, by the way. Whoever said that, it was a damn skateboard. I had it up on Facebook still. But did you guys do like the funny war story or boot camp story or something like that?
Yeah, we did a little bit of that.
We were talking about boot camp stories, yeah.
There was no deployment story? Oh, okay. Did I tell you my flailing around like a turtle story?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so, yeah. I don't think I've heard this one.
Okay, would you like to hear the story of Radio flailing around like a turtle while getting shot at?
Yes, absolutely would love to hear that.
So, how much did you guys weigh when you were deployed? Like, did you weigh yourself with all your gear on?
With my gear on? No, I did not weigh myself with my gear on.
Okay, so we all know radio operator. All right, cool. I weighed 310 pounds with all of my gear on.
That's way more.
My weight was 165 pounds.
Damn, dude, you were smaller than me.
Okay, so
How does that work out?
I was fit like a motherfucker. Like, I'm in shape. Well, because my vest, my radio, all the gear that we took, and yeah. So, the day I get injured, December 23rd, 2009, we're up on a berm. An IED I had spotted earlier that day just so happened to be detonated by EOD, and it blew up. Wait, are we calling for... Oh, fuck, again?
It's not my call. Richie, man.
Fuck! Hold on. God damn it. I knew I was going to regret this.
Left my shot glass upstairs.
Ah, boy.
Well, just take a swift out of the bottle or get a single day. What? I mean, I know you got... Or did you drink all your single shot things? Radio's ready.
Yeah, I drank all those single
I just brought the fucker with me.
All right. To the Griff. To the Griff.
And to Radio for his
Radio's birthday.
Awesome story.
And Radio's birthday.
Fuck.
Ugh.
I'm making it to the end, Chris. You watch. I'm a fucking United States Marine. I don't care how long it's been since I drank. I'm making it. We're going. So, all right. Here we go. We're on a berm. It's about 500 or so meters out is a place we called the Lego Mosque. The Lego Mosque wasn't an actual, was a mosque, but it's a weapons cache. So I'm looking down the ACOG of my rifle. There goes my guitar pick. That's not going to end well. Looking down the ACOG of my rifle, and I see guy go up there with an RPK, sets his rifle, or not rifle, but sets the machine gun up, and then he comes crawling up behind it. I'm like, oh shit, it's on. Two other guys follow suit right after that, basically doing the same thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm up. I'm going to go freaking get to my team leader, and we're going to start moving towards these guys, because we legit did like a bound or watch thing as we closed in on the enemy that day. So I stand up, and of course you can't miss, no matter how far away you are, a freaking 10-foot antenna sticking off my back. I stand up, and the first rounds from that RPK come flying out. And they just, if you've ever been shot at before, anyone in here, it's kind of weird. It's definitely a different sound, but you hear a very interesting sound.
Snap.
And I'm like, ah, shit! And I hit the ground. And my team chief, who just so happened to be next to me, goes, Radio, you dead? And I go, nope, but it was fucking close. Like, all right. So instead of standing up this time, I'm like, all right, I'm going to slide down this little berm that we're on. So I do my little slide, thinking I'm all cool, and I kind of stand up, lose my footing, and then I fall backwards. And then I just so happen to fall backwards in a fucking rut that was the perfect width of the PRC 117. It's the big guy. It's not the little guy. I've got some extra BA 5590s in here, some other things as well to carry on throughout the day.
Probably all dead because T gave them to you.
Yep.
Maybe. It might have been. It's highly likely that they were dead.
That's how I roll.
Yeah. Now, at this point, the engagement has taken place. We are fully in a tick. A tick has been declared. Rounds are going off. And it's loud. And I'm yelling. Because I really can't. I realized I couldn't get up. It's that moment where I like, help, I'd fallen and I can't get up. I didn't have my life alert with me. I couldn't press the fucking button. Right? I'm like, fuck. And I'm yelling for my team chief, who's literally like maybe 15 feet from me, like up like 3 feet on this little hill or whatever. And I'm screaming like, Huck, like, get me the fuck up. And he's firing away, being cool guy. And he eventually like is smart, slides down as well. Doesn't lose his footing. I will also say he's not carrying as much as I am. And he starts laughing. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Hey, Huck, can you get me the fuck up? No, hold on. Reaches inside his vest, and he pulls out a camera.
And it takes a picture of you on your back.
So somewhere in this world exists, and I've only seen it like twice, but somewhere in this world exists a picture of me flailing around like a fucking turtle in the middle of a firefight because I couldn't get the fuck up.
So Minnie, I don't know if you got the game to work for you, but San Francisco just had it 4th and 1 from Green Bay's 20, went for it on 4th down, and Rashad Gary got in the backfield and tackled him for a loss. So,
Nice. Still a long way to go, though. A little
still
concerned.
10.
Little concerned.
Still 10-3. Got like 8 minutes left in the game.
Oh, boy.
Who's playing? The Niners and the Packers?
I can't believe we haven't gotten anybody from the network on. Like, I put it out there and, like...
Yeah. That's all right. It happens. We have plenty of people that we can bring on. Stand by one. Because there was...
Yeah, and apparently Brittany was never able to...
Yeah, she's too busy with 7-10 split.
7-10 split.
Which, come to find out, apparently, I mean, I'm not putting it out there, but the 7-10 split, the spare was not picked up.
Oh.
Chris Benoit said he'd join us. I'll send him the link.
Hell yes! I
Go
finally
for it,
get to
man.
meet our resident Canadian guy, eh?
Yeah. He jumps on. I get to have another cigarette.
Oh, I see what's going on.
Ah!
I see.
All right, let me hit forward here and send. All right, Chris, I sent it to you.
There you go. All right, let me see if I can put this on. I don't know if this will get us in trouble or not, but it shouldn't. I don't think it would be, but maybe it might.
Holy cow, I got so many chats open right now on Facebook. People just been messaging me like crazy during the show.
Oh, I hate when that happens. It's like no one wants to talk to you all day, and then all of a sudden they blow you up, and you're like, dude, really?
United States Army Staff Sergeant.
What the hell?
Retired because in 2003, when I deployed for Iraq,
oh, I love this.
First mission outside the wire, I was in a gunfight.
First one.
I took a 7.62 round from an AK-47 in the back of the skull. Honest to God's truth, that's why I retired. It screwed up my short-term memory, and I can't remember a lot of things, which is why you might see me looking at my hand.
Oh, God.
And people are like, that's terrible that you don't have a good memory. And it's not, because I live with a woman. It could be the best fucking thing that's ever happened in my life. Because I have a built-in excuse to everything. You can't get mad at me. That would be
Volume.
Somebody needs to mute their volume.
Mute volume, Benny.
I was on tour one time. I called. I was like, hey, I made it safely. She's like, why didn't you fill the ice cube tray? I'm like, because I forgot. She's like, why? Because I got shot in the goddamn head. Fighting for your freedom. So, which one do you want? Ice or freedom? You don't get one. Can't have both. That is selfish. Kids in Afghanistan, they would love ice. Probably freedom too, but freedom, ice is a lot easier. I got a
freeze
Purple
it.
Heart for
You get it.
You guys, don't cheer for that. It's the worst fucking ribbon you could get. That just means the other guy almost killed you. That's all it means.
Thank you.
But the thing about the Purple Heart is, in the state of New York and in the state of California, when you have a Purple Heart, they give you a free license plate. Did you know that? That's one of the few advantages to being shot in the head in combat.
Actually, that is not true. You do not get a free license plate here in California.
Hometown, Buffalo, New York. And I got my Purple Heart license plate. This was 2004, right after I got back from Iraq. I get my plates, and I call my buddy Matt down at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I said, hey, Matt, I got my Purple Heart plates. And Matt has 3 Purple Hearts. So he's been shot 3 times. This was like 2004, right after the first year of the war. A lot of support for the military. Matt goes, put him on your car and see if you can get a ticket. That doesn't seem like a good idea. He goes, no, see if you can get a ticket. So I put my plates on my car, and I drive it to Buffalo Police Headquarters, and I park in a handicap spot in front of Buffalo Police Headquarters, and then I walk to a bar and get shit-faced drunk at 11:30 in the morning.
Yes!
And I walk back to my car, and I gotta take a piss, so I start peeing next to my car. And this cop comes out, I was like, is this your car? I'm like, yes, sir, it is. He goes, where are you going? I'm like, to a bar? He goes, I didn't ask you where you're coming from. It's not the answer I gave you. He goes, is this your car? I'm like, yes, sir. Just come back from Iraq? I'm like, yes, sir. He goes, you wait right here. So he gets his partner. His partner comes out, they put me in a squad car. The partner gets in my truck, and they drive my truck to my house, and then walk me into a bar. And they buy me lunch and a beer at 11:30 in the morning. And the cop goes, airborne sergeant, and fucking leaves. So I call Matt. I'm like, yo, you are not going to believe what the fuck just happened. So I tell him, and he goes, I meant roll through a stop sign, you idiot, not going to fucking DUI.
That dude sounds like he'd be a Marine. All right, Benny. I'm just going to say you have the coolest damn look right now. Like, as that video was playing, it looked like you're at a rave drinking your, like, all I saw was, like, it looks like a beer, I think, going, what the hell is going on over there, Benny? It's like you're at an Iron Maiden concert or something.
Benny's muted. That's one thing.
Did you unmute
Oh,
him?
I muted him.
Fucking T.
I muted him.
That's one thing. Did you
Oh, Benny's got his volume up on another device.
Yeah, I can hear us, and there you go.
Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah, turn us off.
No, turn me on, damn it.
Turn us off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but your audio.
Are you listening?
Reverb.
Are you
figure
on
this
one
out.
device and listening to us
back.
on another?
I have you on Facebook and StreamYard, so I get all fucked up.
You got to turn Facebook off.
I just did that.
All right.
I don't hear it anymore, so I think we're good. And Minnie immediately leaves.
Yeah, Minnie's like, fuck, hurry up, cigarette. Wait.
Cigarette time.
Wait,
so
is this Chris Benoit?
Yes, I believe
yes,
it is.
me.
Oh, I thought it was Benny from Simper Sometimes.
They don't look anything alike.
Really? Because I can see him right now. He's in the fucking dark.
I'm in my bedroom. Everybody's sleeping.
Hey.
Oh, it's all good.
He's got. Wow, you and T sound alike. That's kind of cool. T.
Yeah. We got the same accent because we're both Northerners here.
Northerners, except hey, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a little further north though, there, T.
Yeah, you're a little further north and east.
Yeah, I'm right above Maine, so I'm a little further up.
You're right above Maine?
Yeah, I'm like an hour and a half from Maine.
Oh, so you're like over in or is it Nova Scotia, or are you in Quebec?
I'm in New Brunswick.
Quebec, eh?
In between
New Brunswick.
In between Nova Scotia and Quebec. The province that nobody wants to go to.
What, Nova Scotia, eh? Or is that Labrador?
Radio, you'll get it eventually.
I don't know the Canadian jokes.
He said he was from New Brunswick.
Yes, I know. I was trying. They're like the province that nobody wants to go to, and I don't understand Canadian jokes. Apparently, Canadian humor is much different, so I'm just an idiot.
No, there's literally nothing here. In Quebec, there's a fucking cheap beer. In Nova Scotia, there's things to see. New Brunswick's fuck all.
I guess it's better in Prince Edward Island.
I know somebody actually
there.
that's from Prince. Yeah, I know somebody that's from Prince Edward Island.
The only thing I know about Prince Edward Island was I seen a news article where they set up a strip club there, and nobody wanted to go to it because it was weird. Because it was like, oh, that's my cousin that's on stage.
It's like 10 people
related.
on the island. Next thing you know, well, I think
You can drive that out
has
like an hour and a half from one end to the other.
Right?
Yeah, that's. There's
so hold
on.
This is my cousin that's naked up there. That's kind of weird.
Or it's kind of hot, depending on how you look at it. I mean, are you biologically related to that cousin? Maybe you're adopted.
Nope, that's just weird.
Okay, so it's still weird. I like asking that question sometimes because I got to see where people stand.
It's like the Alabama of Canada, I guess.
I'm pretty sure, like, British Columbia is modern and whatnot as they are, takes over that role. Well, no.
Lower BC's nice and warm. Upper BC's fucking like minus 50. So,
see,
yeah.
That's kind of funny. Get off my freaking screen, cat. Benny just got pawed by my cat. You can't see it, but what?
You said that you said I got pawed by your cat. That's the white beard.
Yeah, except you can't see it. It's like hidden. But when you take a drink, it's kind of cool because your like can glows in the dark in like 2 ways, or maybe it's the bottle. But I'd like to point out that I was finally cool for about 30 seconds when I looked at the comments and I was a teenage mutant marine ninja turtle. Julie called me a marine ninja turtle.
Instead of tomato?
Fuck, Gene, come on, man.
Julie, do you have friends that are not from anywhere, everywhere's?
No, Julie knows everybody in every fucking country. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, she knows someone everywhere.
She's like, oh, hey, you're from, oh my God, Cat, I'm going to kill you.
Julie, do you know anybody in Rizal province in the Philippines? That's where my wife's from, so you know somebody from everywhere else.
Moved, eh?
Right?
I don't know why Julie's saying A, but, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that whole thing where Canadians and Australians, you guys are like kind of ruled by the British.
Canadian Australians.
No, Canadians and Australians. They're like... Oh, I love that.
I don't know where you're going with this radio.
Well, like, because I said, oh, that's kind of weird that Julie's saying A, but then now if you think about it, it's kind of not because Canada and Australia were like kind of part of the UK, the British, their Commonwealth. That is an awesome beard. I wish I had a beard like that. Terrell, where are you?
Yo, I'm right here.
Hey, how's it going there, buddy? It was called for shots because Gene called for them.
All I got is beer right now.
What in the hell? Am I the only one?
Yeah, Minnie and you are the shots guys.
Well, you got to do the speech because I kind of don't know it.
To Benny, joining us.
To my birthday.
To Radio's birthday.
Oh, shit. God damn it. No chaser.
Sorry.
Except
I was trying to share the show with my buddy Ty because he's trying to get me to join him on Rocket League, and I'm like, I'm on the air right now.
Bro, we're like an hour and a half, 2 hours into this thing, and you're just now sharing the show?
I shared it in different chats earlier, but like my one buddy that I was in the Marine Corps with apparently didn't see it earlier.
Well, you know, it's funny how many people, and you know, Benny, this is kind of because I'm loving the beard. It's just awesome. But how many people don't understand technology on the simplest level? Like, you could send them a link, and you could take that hyperlink and click it and make it say, fucking click here. And they'll be like, hey, man, what am I supposed to do?
I almost said that to T when he sent me the link at first.
Oh, yeah? Just click on it and add yourself.
I was like,
that's
that's
part
I
of the
click
reason.
here, and yep, okay, yep, good.
So
that's part of the reason. I just shared it into our group chat, and it's not showing up in my Marine Corps friends group chat that I shared the show.
No. Well, check this out. I need Benny.
I'll just send it to him directly.
Some help, and audience, I need your help as well. So T, remember I said I was working. I had to push back a little bit just due to like other circumstances. I was working on, and still am working on, a covers album. Right. So I'm taking songs that are not an album, but this one will be an EP. So I'm taking songs that are important to me, the radio, and I'm turning them into punk songs because I'm a punk rock guy. 37 spankings for your birthday. I'm not 37 years old. The hell's wrong with you? The hell? Although the spankings, I could enjoy that.
Wife really came back.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be on too much longer because the wife is, she's not doing well. So.
Oh, still sick?
Yeah, very much so. And
I'm man! No, when I was sharing the show, I lost the Packer game.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I was sharing the show to my buddy Ty that I was in the Marine Corps with. All right, I got it back. Oh no, it's tied now.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And we're
it's
punting.
tied, and we're punting with 3:33 left or whatever. I know I'm on a bit of a delay, but yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, Minnie, we've already taken a shot. You owe us a shot, by the way.
Oh, that's fine.
To my birthday.
Oh.
Benny, I have a very important question for you because you are Canadian. Do the Avalanche belong back in Quebec, or should they stay in Colorado?
The Avalanche themselves stay in Colorado. We should get our team in Quebec City, though.
There you go.
How do you feel about Seattle, the very first team to ever win the Stanley Cup?
What?
Oh, back in
American.
Back in like the Seattle. What were they called back then?
So
I'm not 37, Julie. I see it. I see you doing that. I am not 37. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no way in hell I will admit to being 37. It's very horrible. It's very horrible. It's just old for me.
Oh, Seattle
weird.
wasn't over. Did it?
No, Seattle's not one of the original 8 from the NHL.
The original 6, yeah.
Is it 6? Sorry, my bad. My bad. All right, so I love asking Canadians this one. When's the last time that Canada had the Stanley Cup?
93.
Yeah. He's a Habs.
I love this guy.
He's a Habs.
This guy
fan,
knows.
So of course he knows that.
Against what team? Canadians. My Los Angeles Kings. Fucking Marty McSorley. I still blame him for that freaking thing. Yeah, Marty McSorley. The Kings won, if I remember correctly, because I was 8 years old. The Kings won the game 1. And then it was, I think, in game 2 when McSorley got his stick because the curve on the blade. Yeah, it was all bad. All bad. All freaking bad.
Yeah, I was 10. I remember. I kind of remember that.
Have you ever seen the? Have any of you guys ever seen the Stanley Cup in person? By the way, like
yes, I did. The picture I sent T last week that he showed me with Robert. That same day, the Stanley Cup was in Afghanistan with me.
Oh, they brought it to Afghanistan?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. Was the blonde dude the keeper of the cup?
Yep.
Oh my god, that guy's got the coolest job in the world.
Right?
Like, really does. So funny story actually about the Stanley Cup. So the Kings, my Kings. Yes, go Kings, go. When they won the Stanley Cup the second time, so everybody after they win, and this is what makes it the greatest trophy in the world. It's not reproduced, even though there are 3 Stanley Cups. Just so you know, there's not 1. There's actually 3 of them. But it is not reproduced like all. So in North America, we have like the 4 major sports. All those trophies are reproduced after a team wins a title. So the Vince Lombardi trophy, if somebody wins a Super Bowl, that team keeps that trophy. They make it again. Oh, that's fantastic right there. What ends up happening, though, is they get their name engraved in it, right? And they get what's known as a day with the cup. So it's the players, executives, like all the high and people on whatever the team is. One of the executives, just so happened to live in the city I was at, brought it to this restaurant. I'm like, holy crap. I get in line at 6 o'clock in the morning because it's been my dream since I was a kid to hold the Stanley Cup. And the Stanley Cup arrives in a road case that looks like it belongs on tour with a band in a red Chrysler minivan. And it was thrown in the back seat of the fucking van. Dude drags it out, same guy. And then once they open the case, then he puts on his white gloves, right? He's going to hold, puts it on the display. And when you see the Stanley Cup in person, you quickly realize, oh my God, this thing just looks like a giant pile of shit. Like, it's been kicked, it's been thrown, it's been hit with hammers and it got sunk in Marc Messier's pool because he got drunk and threw it in there.
That's a Canadian for you.
Like,
That's a party one.
Like it's amazing. Like, it's just and I might have cried when I actually did hold it.
That was the one that goes around like that's the party one.
No, that's the actual Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
that's
that's what they let people go around with. It's like they consider it the party cup.
Yeah, that's the actual Stanley Cup that's like the real one. So the Stanley Cup, actually, the reason I say there's three is there is so there's the cup itself. It's my understanding that that's not the real cup. That cup was eventually at some point early on just like remade, and then the original is in somewhere in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And then when the Stanley Cup comes out to do its like Day with the Cup and Tour of the World stuff, they put a replica in its place in the Hall of Fame, and then the real one goes.
T, I sent you a picture of me with the cup.
Yeah, I just had it up on the scrin. I had
it's
the other
bottom
one.
of Lake
Sorry.
Michigan. Didn't it get stolen?
Sorry, my bad. I had the wrong one up.
The other one's one I actually had here, and we were allowed to have.
There it is. All right. Yeah, I found it.
It was left on the side of the road when in Detroit. That's how, I think it got stolen at one point. Someone tried to punt the original cup over the river, like the Hudson River, I think it was. And it got lost for 6 days because it was floating in the river. Like, yeah, I love football, but the Vince Lombardi
I'm sure there's a lot of
cool.
vodka in there at the Ovechkin that week.
Oh my God!
I'm so glad he won that.
That's a young me. That's in 2007 when I was overseas.
Bro, can we talk about the fact that you like get to wear like cool like regular clothes when you're overseas?
That was like one day of like 45 that was actually in a camp and not in a fob.
It's so cool. Yeah, I think it's roughly 30 something pounds. That sounds about right.
We had most times I'd head out, we'd be out for 25 to 30, 15 to 25 days before we seen the camp.
Wow.
We could actually see a shower maybe.
So what was your MOS?
I'm 19 years in the infantry.
Dude, that's freaking amazing. Now, did you retire from the military?
Nope, still in.
What?
Yeah, still in.
With that beard?
Canadian Forces, you can have beards now.
Okay, timeout, United States of America. What the fuck is wrong with us?
We can have beers and we can smoke weed every night.
Nice.
Holy fucking shit. I'm about to fucking have a fucking heart attack right now.
Just because you said that?
Oh, that in the Packer game.
Uh-oh, did the Pack get packed?
No, they just stood up this running play here, but they're in danger right now. There's only a minute 10 left. It's tied, and San Francisco's on the doorstep of being able to get a field goal to win it. Or a minute and 3 left. Minute and 3 left. 3rd and 7. San Francisco just crossed over into Green Bay territory not too long ago.
Wow. Minnie is stressed the fuck out right now.
And San Francisco's 3 times out. 3 time out yet still.
Yeah, Green Bay just used their last time out because if San Francisco scores, they want to get the ball back, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wow.
Yeah, I got 19 years in, all infantry. Luckily for me, the way it works up here, I've been in one base my whole life, so it's not bad.
Okay.
Even better, it's literally my hometown.
Wow.
Nice.
From my house, my parents' house is 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Well, I did the year basic battle school and all that shit, but I got back here where I'm at now in 2003, and I've been here ever since.
That's pretty damn cool, actually.
That's like TMR always talks about how he lived in Oceanside and then he got stationed at Camp Pendleton right away.
Well, yeah, I'm from California, and from Southern California, and I never left when I went to boot camp. I went to boot camp here in San Diego. Went to radio school, to comm school in 29 Palms.
Yep.
And I was a reservist, so I was close to home. I was stationed like little over 60 miles away in Long Beach, California, right in the harbor.
The good thing, the way you look at it, whatever way you look at it, Canadian Forces, you don't have to go up in rank, and so
yeah, we're gonna lose.
I'm 19 years in as a corporal, and I don't give a fuck. I still make good money. So
now you're okay, because I remember this from my time working with like the British. If you like the rank that you're at, you can shoot. You are not forced to like, essentially like we are in our military. Like, okay, after a certain amount of time, like time to move on, like promote.
No, I don't have to do that.
You're like, hey, I kind of like this rank. I like, not enough, just enough responsibility, but not too much to be like, fuck,
Pretty much.
I wish.
I got 19.
So you could be like terminal lance, like an E. Well, here for us, like an E3, just be a terminal lance forever and be like, it's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I got 19 years in. I'm a corporal, and it's great. Why would I?
What's up, Matt? Matt says hello, Vinny.
What's up, gentlemen? What's up, guys? How you doing?
The show just took a very sad turn.
Yeah, I think
do I have to go put my Minnesota Vikings jersey on?
I'm out. I'm done. I love you guys. You go as long as you want, but I'm fucking done.
All right.
I love you. Benny,
later,
you're more than
Benny.
welcome.
Sorry,
Come on.
bud.
I might need you next week for the bar, and you're always welcome on Sport Church. And love you all. Thank you all for tuning in, sharing the show. But I'm gonna go break some shit. So, T, you've got control. You can go as long as you want.
Yeah, we're not looking too good right now.
No, I'm done. I'm gonna go break some shit, man. All right, love you all.
Later, buddy.
Later. Peace.
Later. Yeah, so we're not looking too good right now. 7-6 Packers.
Rich is just he's like counting down like 4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds. San Francisco called a timeout. They're gonna go for the field goal to win the game right now.
You guys are ahead of me.
Dude, I need a sad song. I need a sad song, people. What are we doing here? Freebird?
Sure. Freebird's good.
Thing is that for us in the Canadian Forces, like for me or in the infantry, we do like, I'm not sure the fucking call for you guys. We do C7, C8, we had C9.
What's that?
I think C7, just a regular fucking rifle.
Oh, you're talking about the rifles, not
yes,
the
the
actual.
rifles.
Okay, so for us, it's the designation usually in front of anything associated with the military. It'll be like an M something.
I understand that. For us, we'll do like, you'll be a driver for like 2-3 years, and you go like a rifleman, then it'll be like a gunner, then you go back to crew commander. I've done all these jobs now that I've been in for 19 years, and I don't want to go any higher. Wow. They got me doing I was a fuel truck driver for a while.
Okay.
I don't want to go do Up He Sees Me Down anymore.
Right.
I roll out of bed in the morning because my back and my knees and my hips can't move. So,
Terrell, did I tell you about that?
About what?
He sees me, I'm down.
Oh yeah,
I think I said it on the. I'm not sure, Benny. So, because it's funny that you say that because obviously that's the fire team rush, right? When you're bounding, right? I'm up. So when you're like first training, like when you're joining the first, like if you go to like SOI or MCT for Marines, if you're doing a fire team rush, it's up. I'm up. They see me. I'm down. That's how long you're running for.
Yep.
While the other two are putting down suppressive fire. So I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd ever be in like an area where I'm like, our war's in Iraq. It's fucking cities and shit. So here I am in Afghanistan. It's like fucking 500 yards to the next farmhouse. Like shit. And sure as shit, here I am like one day doing like a legit fire team rush. And so out of the middle of nowhere while we're getting shot at, I'm like, I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. And then like my team chief is like, did you really just fucking do that? I'm like, I couldn't resist. It was too funny.
I did it. At least we know the training's working, right?
Hey, it fucking worked. I'm still alive. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it.
I never seen it.
Yeah. San Francisco got the field goal, so they won.
That explains why my phone turned
on. Hey, Pook! Fuck you for one, and for two, do you want to join us? Because, Minnie left already.
If Pook wants to join us because he wants to watch this and UFC at the same time.
He comes on here and he goes, let's go San Francisco. Hasn't said anything the whole fucking show. The resident Bear fan, just to rub it in our face. That's all
good. Really? I'm a Minnesota fan. I'm not gonna lie here.
Yeah.
You know what's great about this? Yeah. Okay. So like, Minnesota didn't make the playoffs and all that. Okay, that's cool. At least we didn't get that far and fucking choke.
Yeah, it did. So
I'm a CFL fan, so it's even worse.
Oh, you know what I love about the CFL is the fact that your wide receivers can run prior to, like, that is fantastic. That. I love that because you got cornerbacks, like all the defensive backs are like, that throws people. The first time I saw that, I was like, holy crap. Beer.
It's definitely a different game.
I don't know why Julie said beer, but I'm loving the fact that I'm actually drinking again. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun.
I gotta go back. I had the wrong link attached to try and send the Pook. I had Griff's book still copied. Son of a bitch.
You guys choked in the regular season. Yes, we did. I think we choked a few years ago when we signed Kirk Cousins to a deal that, I can't blame Kirk Cousins. I'm going to take that deal all day long.
I can't even bug anybody. I'm a Hats fan. I'm a Blue Jays fan. We choke all the time, so.
At least you guys have won the fucking World Series twice in a row. My Padres, I cried when we got a no-hitter last season. We're the last team to pull that off. That was great. Just saying.
In 92 or 93?
Oh, when you guys won the World Series, that was amazing. It really was. And like running around the bases, like, yeah.
Touch them all, Joe.
Love it.
That's all we hear. That's still up here on the sports shows.
We need to bring the Montreal Expos back.
Well, they tried to, do the X-rays thing.
The problem with Montreal is where the field is. It's horrible.
Yeah, the league.
But was it a big thing for the Canadians up there?
The thing is, where the field is, there's like no parking and there's no metro that goes there. So
yes, actually, that's false. Detroit has won a World Series.
Yeah,
against in 1984 against my Padres. Just saying.
As a Padres fan, I guess you know that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, the only team I have in this world are the Kings, right? That actually are like legit. Which Stain song are we doing?
Hang on, dear.
You guys got our old GM down there in the Kings land.
We still have Luke Robitaille as part of the organization, and Rob Blake.
What
As soon as he's
regiment?
fired.
What?
I mean,
Wait, hold
I
on.
guess he's asking what regiment are you all from? I guess, we didn't really use regiment
So
in
Matt,
the
if
Marine
I'm
Corps,
correct, Matt's from I saw him best fishing ever in 1984. I think so. I don't know. I wasn't born yet. This guitar was actually made in 1984. 1984 Gibson Les Paul Studio. But real fast before we get to Julie's thing, Matt, you said what regiment? We're not. Oh, mine is Benny. T and I are long since removed from the military. We're the weird guys that walk around with the look at me hat. That's like, oh, I'm a veteran of like wherever, and we put our ribbons on there. I'm not really that guy, but maybe.
Yeah, no, I got my Let's Go Brandon hat that I wear all the time, but
I just figured
I don't have.
you're in the basement again where it's too cold this week.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
well, it's.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I'm in
no,
the-
Benny or not.
Yeah,
Benny,
I'm down
T.
in the basement. Yeah, it's a little cool down here. I got a sweatshirt on. I did have a t-shirt earlier, and then I like threw the sweatshirt on because I was a little cold. But then upstairs, yeah, my wife has the temperature cranked to like 75. So when I go upstairs, then it's like I gotta wear a t-shirt or a tank top or something.
That's wait, I'm kind of I think I played the wrong song for Julie just now. Because she said it's been a while.
Yeah.
Right? It said.
But anyway, going to the regiment thing, I started out in 1st FSSG, 4th Service Support Group. When I was in Iraq, I was in CSSG 11, Combat Service Support Group 11, which eventually turned into BSSG 1, Brigade Service Support Group 1, and then I went to Japan and was with the wing. I was with MWSS 171 in Iwakuni, Japan, which is where I met my wife.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, she was she's Filipino. She was working in Japan to send money back to her family because they're
cool.
not they're kind of poor.
Have a
and whatnot.
few more tequilas, Tomato. I have no idea
Yeah,
who
we
the
had-
fuck Tomato is. Bingo!
We had a few people when I was in Dubai. We got money for, and we sent them a bunch of money for them to go send their family too. Not as far as I know, nobody married them, but
Yeah,
Now,
my
T, I gotta hand it to T. He went full Marine Corps on that one. It's like, ooh.
we had a guy
not even from Japan. I'm marrying this one.
We were in Dubai. I was in Dubai for 2 months, and we had a guy that tried to bring back one of the whores from the York Club, which is basically like a fucking prostitute house, back to Canada.
Yeah. I might have stuffed a few Mexican females in a wall locker once to help field day. I mean, that was kind of funny, I thought. Didn't get caught. It was pretty good. No human trafficking violations. That's also a good thing. Actually, they were from the U.S., so that wouldn't even be a human. It was kind of funny. We did a lot of stupid stuff when we were in the Marine Corps. And someone brought up this actually recently. They're like, well, the Corps today is not the same as it was when you were in. Just like it wasn't the same for the Vietnam era guys. And it wasn't the same. But a Marine is a Marine all the way through, right, T? Like, I saw a video today where there's like this 90-year-old Marine at a freaking at a Marine Corps ball where they're doing the passing of the cake to the youngest Marine. And this old Marine, as they're reading off the story, is like, he's a boot! And I'm like, yep, love it. Fantastic. More tequila? Does that mean we're doing shots? Not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging that.
It's your birthday. Of course you do more shots.
Shit.
So my only real experience with the Marines when I was in Afghanistan, in Haiti in 2004. Fucking was on the OP. Just fucking mind my own business in fucking Port-au-Prince, and next thing I know, this fucking poor guy drives by. Got a Marine on the front side, Driver side, passenger side, back of the car, front of the car, all pointing their fucking rifles at this poor fucker that had no idea what the hell he's coming with. I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna duck before I get one of these shots.
Julia
not gonna lie, Jose Cuervo is a little.
Julia literally called for shots right when you got done taking that shot.
Oh, yeah, that counts right there. No. Okay, I gotta go Marine Corps on this one. Hold on, she called for shots. Damn it. No boy. It's gonna hurt.
See, that's why you just gotta buy beer like I do, man.
Who takes a shot of beer? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like a giant vagina, like however long I've been doing this with you guys, and I'm like, oh, I'm just drinking my energy drink or whatever, because I don't fucking drink, really.
I tried a game, 100 shots for 100 minutes. Yeah, that didn't go well.
Oh, dude, I don't care who you are.
100 shots of beer for a minute, for one shot every minute.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. I gotta remember, so Julie asked me to play, it's been a while, I think it's this one. That's the song. I don't know how loud it is on your end.
Over here, that's all good. My end is.
Alright.
Good enough.
Okay,
hopefully
so
Facebook doesn't take us down for a fucking copyright.
Oh, crap, you're right. Hold on. Fuck, I forgot about that. Ah! Pause, damn it. Pause. There we go.
Oh, we're totally gonna get taken down now. Fuck
yeah,
radio.
Just because of that. God damn it, radio, you fucking moron. My bad.
My girlfriend's out in the living room with all. Well, she is in the living room with all the kids, maybe.
Dude, Facebook gets ridiculous with taking stuff down though for background music. Like I'll play. I'll video record my daughter playing hockey, and I'll get a message the next day. Your video was removed for a copyright infringement on Warner Entertainment or whatever for fucking background music that was playing in between puck drops. It's like, seriously? Come on. Or your video is partially muted. Whatever.
Okay, so that's how he's playing it. Yeah. It's not good to hold my head up on. It's been a while. Yep, there we go. All right, I remember. Just takes a second to like kind of.
Hasn't he been pissing a bunch of people off last few years?
Who? Aaron Lewis?
Yeah, he's been against all the mask mandates.
Who hasn't been pissing people off?
He's been one of those guys that like triggers people because he's like, fuck this shit.
So our moron in charge of us there, Trudeau.
Oh yeah, and his prostitute. No, that's she was a partier, right? Yeah, she was a partier. The mom.
No, Trudeau, like our fucking prime minister.
Yeah, his mom was like a huge partier. Like,
yeah,
she was a socialite basically when her husband was the prime minister.
Her son is Castro's child, and if you look at the pictures.
Fidel Castro or Raul Castro?
Fidel. Look at the later on. Look at the pictures. When they're the same age, they look exactly alike. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's kind of wow. That's interesting.
I'll look it up there, T, and I'll send it to you. Or...
Gotta send it to T because for whatever reason I can't get the hell into the damn StreamYard thing.
Yeah, actually, you know what we forgot to do while Minnie was still here?
Memes?
So I'm trying to pull those up right now.
What? You know what we should do is we should play bingo.
Bingo?
No? Yeah, and Bingo is his name-o? No one, just me? Alright.
And Bingo was his
fucking radio.
Oh man, this is way too small for me to read on the stream.
What the hell? Who does that?
All right, we're skipping this. We're skipping.
Yeah,
this
let's skip
one.
that meme next.
All right. Oh, okay. I can see it better.
Who knows? I sent things all week long, so.
All right. Navy submarine to be equipped with reflective belts to avoid future collisions. Yeah, that'll solve all the problems. PT every day, fucking submarine.
I love John right now. Hello, asshole Marines and Benny.
And Benny.
Benny's the cool one. We're just a bunch of assholes.
Our Canadian infantry friend.
What's actually really cool, did you know, this is a true story, Benny can confirm this, that everyone in the military, regardless of branch, goes to the same boot camp?
Pretty much, yeah. We pretty much all go to Saint Jean. Once it's full,
Yeah.
and then we go from there, and we go from our, we do our training, whatever trade we're doing.
That's actually pretty cool. Me watching crap unfold as everyone said I was crazy.
After everyone said I was crazy. Because everything's fucking coming around. All us conspiracy theorists, you know, it's coming around. 10 surefire ways to get out of wearing a mask. Holy shit, this shit's written fucking small. All right, fuck this one.
Yep. I love it. There you go, T. Now you're getting. This is a potato. If this potato was running against Joe Biden, I'd vote for the potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have better foreign policy.
Wait,
Did
no,
you see?
We don't. What? What?
Did you
Gene,
see?
what
I
do you
guess.
mean? No, we don't. I don't know what the hell happened. Carry on. So, like, you know how, like, sometimes you look in the comments and you're like, oh, well, hello, that's definitely a wiener.
How dudes who support gun control.
That'd be gun control.
Hey, close enough.
All right, got it.
Fucker.
Ah! That's a wiener
love the
sticking out of a
taste
cup. Going back to work after being forced to stop working isn't the same as creating new jobs, dipshit.
I created 1 billion new jobs.
Fuck. That's awesome.
US
You can't, like, make shit worse and then, like, oh, hey, everybody go back to work, and then be like, yep, see what I did there? Like, no, dumbass.
That sounds like Trudeau.
Oh, cool. You guys have the same problem we do up in there in the Canada, eh?
Oh,
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He's a fucking moron.
Hey, did you guys know something, though? That if we were in prison, technically, we'd be Canada's bitch because they're on top? I'm just saying if you look at it geographically.
I seen that meme earlier this week. I didn't share it, but I did
The
see
U.S.
it.
media finished dead last among 46 countries in media trust. Are we out of touch? No, Joe Rogan is the problem. And
Dude,
it's got all the news networks.
They're going after Joe Rogan harder right now, too, because he's been bringing on doctors that disagree with the narrative.
They had like 250 people sign the goddamn petition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, we got 250 doctors. It's like, because we don't like the doctors that came on there. It's like, well, there are doctors like, yeah, the ones that Joe Rogan had and Dr. Jane Orient and some other ones that.
Oh, my God. I love this meme. I can read it, I think. There's no way the Bills can kill me. The Patriots.
Yeah, no, it says.
Post a picture of O.J. Simpson in a Bills jacket. I mean, come on.
There's no way the Bills can kill the Patriots.
Oh,
Bills.
damn it. Whatever.
You're close.
I was close. Son of a bitch. I don't know if that's because I'm drinking or I just can't read. Maybe a
No, it's all
combination
good.
of both.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Marine Corps, reading's not a necessary skill to have.
No, that's why it's not required to join, but it is an MCI.
It is.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine, if you will, you voted for your guy because you hated the other, and your guy is now the shit show the other guy told you your guy would be. Yeah,
That's a lot of guys.
Where we are. It's a lot of guys to only be 2 guys.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
It's
but
not
okay.
Five Guys. You're not getting no fucking hamburgers here.
Only difference is he understands he is fucking Canada. Good call, Gene. Good call. Aim higher. Is that the new Air Force thing? Is that
no? It says Acme Aerospace, and it's got the fucking Wile E. Coyote blasted off.
Yeah, I think. Where's
this
Randy?
This is a fucking old school combined with new school meme.
Hell yeah. What?
Where's
you gotta click next, T.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was grabbing another beer. It is time for us
alcoholic.
to do. It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day, it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down. That is an actual quote. I heard it.
So basically what she's saying is she is stupid.
Aliens invade. Earthlings, we have killed your leaders, destroyed your economy, and are here to take over your government.
What the hell is that sound?
Oh, yeah, I keep getting messages. Oh, thank fucking God.
God, I gotta teach you guys how to learn, like, to control those sounds.
I was in the Marines, so I don't learn fast.
Which is funny because you're a data guy. Like, you're like most high-tech systems when it comes to comms.
I was
like, I don't. Maybe that's why your school is so long.
I was open contract, and I did not want to be data. That's what I got. But it is what it is.
They try to make you become a radio guy. That lasts about a year.
I loved being a radio operator, I'm not going to lie. But it is the most thankless job in the military because everyone expects the radio to work at all times. But sometimes when you have like a satellite communication signal going on, right, in your little stationary or whatever the case may be, and it decides to rain, that means there's cloud.
Well, it'll happen when you're in the middle of fucking nowhere in a shithole country,
right?
too.
There's cloud
Your guys'
cover.
radio's
Maybe
like
it's
50,000 times better than ours.
I think we actually use the same ones.
Yeah, the Army's ones are 50,000 times better. We get the old shit that gets
Our new stuff's the Harris.
handed down.
Yep. The Harris PRC 117 and its different variants. I can confirm, in fact, that whole, it's kind of funny. The whole like, we get the Army's hand-me-downs. No, we don't. Our gear's just shit because Marines don't take care of it. I know, Terrell's not like, he's like, no! Just like the blood stripe is not from the Battle of Chapultepec. That's also a lie.
Chapultepec. Anyway.
I gotta teach a Marine his history. This is not good. It's gonna be one of those nights, people. Stand by. Just stand by. And
you lost me, radio.
The blood stripe in the Marine Corps on our dress blues.
I know, and we got the fucking NCO sword from stealing it from the Army, basically.
Did we really? That's kind of funny, actually. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, because
Julie's speaking in German. I don't know what the fuck Julie's saying. She does this from time to time. She'll randomly speak in a different language and think that everyone understands her, and no one does.
That's why we're the only branch with an NCO sword, because we got their sword. You know, I'm sober. You know,
you're not sober at all, T.
It's all.
We have an NCO store, people. Only NCOs.
We're the only branch with an NCO sword because we took it from the Army and then we engraved U.S. Marine Corps on it, and it was like, oh, this ain't your sword. We fucking
no, it is.
This is our sword.
we strategically acquired equipment and took it to an alternate location. Chase is doing shots
I wouldn't
too.
tell anyone I won the lottery, but there would be hints.
Oh, okay.
Indeed.
Sweet. Oh, Pfizer CEO condemns SCOTUS. I'm not gonna lie. Every time, hold on now. Every time I see SCOTUS, I kind of. Does it just not look like you're about to read scrotum?
Might as well be, right? At some point.
I mean, come on here. And then look at the face. Like, that dude just looks like he's a scrotum sack. No,
SCOTUS ruling as a clear violation of our constitutional right to produce experimental drugs and use the full power of government to force the entire population to inject them into their bodies. Pfizer CEO, unfair SCOTUS decision violates our rights.
Didn't Pfizer just buy a bunch of weed companies this week or the last few weeks?
I mean, it's growing market. Might as well get into it.
Yeah, might as well get into it while it's hot, people.
That's what Certain G was saying there this week or last week. Or
I mean, get into it while it's hot.
It's showing up everywhere. Even like here in Wisconsin, like marijuana's not legal, but Delta 8 is. So
what the hell is Delta 8? Is that another variant of the fucking thing?
It's basically THC that they extract from the hemp plant. So even though hemp like has, what is it, like 1% THC compared to a typical marijuana plant, they extract THC and they concentrate it and put it in with the CBD oil. And
how sick did buying weed that's 20 or 25%?
Oh, where did my shot go?
A 500-year-old skeleton was found in London wearing thigh-high leather boots. Her name is Madonna. Show some respect.
Oh shit, wrong artist.
That was even a Simpsons joke where Madonna was pretending to be British for a while.
I don't know, the Spice Girls were pretty hot. That's pretty good.
I sent you that today.
I saw this earlier. This guy's awesome. Like that?
Yeah. I think I'm going backwards through
I'm kind of looking at Benny now in that picture. See what's going on here?
So that was one of the ones I shared for Sports Church. I don't know how it
Julie, you're an asshole. I'm just saying.
Here. So if I go on the link that T sends me, I can see you guys talking at the same time. If I go on Facebook, you guys are all fucked up. Then I can see the chat.
Yeah, because there's like a...
There's a massive delay with all of this.
Yeah, there's a delay. There's like a 10-15 second delay on Facebook compared to StreamYard. Because StreamYard, you're seeing us live, and Facebook is like 15 seconds behind us.
God damn it.
That's too much thinking right now.
Basically, just stay on the StreamYard link if you want to stay current.
Shots were called out. Just saying. So,
well, I'm trying to do the meme thing here.
See, it's my birthday, and then we're gonna try something new here. Oh God!
You gonna not lock yourself out of the house?
Hold on.
How's it getting worse? You should be almost done that bottle.
Oh, well, T's an asshole. He just like, see, like, we're not, yeah.
I threw up another meme.
Oh,
because we had more memes.
Just so
I was heading in the wrong direction on our memes for some reason.
T, what's the? Because you have Matt's asking for the radio, the link. I'm the radio. Fuck. Now I remember why I don't drink. I just tried to press that button on the screen, and that's not an actual button that you can press. All right, that's getting weird. Pixel, stop licking the fucking corner, you dumbass. Hold on, my cat's eating paint chips. Whoa.
I think Julie's trying to lure you into her S&M world here.
Is this
I
also
see
because
Julie's
there's
back
a cucumber?
in full force.
There's a cucumber on the fucking thing?
Yeah, so anyway, and we had Brittany did evaluate this meme earlier in the week. So she said everything but the vibe could go in this meme, but men will fuck anything. Also women.
Not true.
We got cucumber, we got the shower head.
See my unit.
We got the vibrator, and we got Pete Davidson. Because he keeps landing all these girls.
Because he's got money, people. God, what? I mean, do you not realize this? T, you got to send the link to the Matt.
Who am I sending the link?
Look in the comments.
I got to go
right. Look to your
okay,
right.
Yeah, he said he found your...
No. Look down at like the newer comments. Yeah, we found.
Oh, what's your link? What's your link for StreamYard Radio, man? Okay.
I don't have.
Right,
I'm not in.
Yeah, I will copy the link. Oh shoot! I gotta stop sharing the memes to do this.
Okay, so now.
All right, give me a second and I'll send it to you, Matt.
I got a question here. Go the cucumber. That's weird.
That sounds like a good Friday or Saturday night. Not on my end.
Not on my end either. That's.
Do I need to mute myself or something?
No. You're good. You're fine. Why would you mute yourself? You like run the damn. Like what the hell? I forgot what I was gonna. Oh, okay. So remember I was doing the freaking thing, the covers,
Yeah.
Taking right. All right. So I think I've kind of narrowed it down.
How's he
it's actually
spelling
going to
this?
be on the actual EP.
Yeah, his name is different.
Ebinger. All right. I got an extra R in here. That's why I'm not finding him.
I've got. Oh, you're rolling the R's. It's like a. Oh shit! I can't do it. Nope, not working. Not gonna try it. We've got Last Kiss. There's some meatloaf, I'm pretty sure, in the refrigerator that can be reheated. I'm not going to comment on the sad passing, however, of Meatloaf. But I do know that, unfortunately, he was battling a lot of health issues over the years, so it's kind of sad.
He's also like 75 or 80 years old.
He's like 75. I think once you make it to 80, you're kind of considered old. Because 60 is young, 70, you're like, eh.
Damn it.
I mean, if I can still, like, get it on when I'm 70, I mean, the day it stops, I think that's when I'll be considered old. That got weird.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to forward this link and...
Old dude could sing his ass off. That guy had, and the span, like, think about it, too. Like, he did Bat Out of Hell, like, in the 70s, right? Then he does Bat Out of Hell 2, like, over a decade later. And it's actually even, I think it's bigger than Bat Out of Hell 1.
There's
the only band that I can think of that's revived
make
their
sure I'm sending
career
it to the right one.
That many times is my favorite band of all time. We got hit songs like...
All right, I just sent a friend request to the Matt Ebinger profile, so approve that link, and then I can send you the StreamYard link.
Such a great song. I mean, just saying. When I was active, he was back. Yeah, see? I mean, Meatloaf was the man. Meatloaf's a fantastic singer, too.
All right, cool. Now we're friends, so I can send him the link to join us. All right.
Well, that started
There we
quickly.
go.
Yeah, it happens.
It's all good.
Know some things. It might be quick, short, to the point, but it happens. No one, just me. No weird comment on quick, short. All right. I'd expect Julie to at least like comment on that one.
Give her a second.
That's the last comment I got.
But give her a second, he says.
Her libido is through the roof, so we got that going.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. When I was active, he was back at it. Okay, Julie knows what it was. The suspense here on this one's gonna kill me. So, we got T as we wait for that next. We got Last Kiss, right? Remember that song? Oh, where tonight,
baby, baby.
Girl. So turn that into a punk song. Sounds pretty good. Wait. But then there's also, there's an Eric Clapton song that's. No one? No one. Just me, apparently.
I know the song.
Yeah, great song. Fantastic. Done that one. It's pretty good. We've also got...
If I see you in heaven,
which, translating loosely,
would you know my name?
I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
I just want to know who's getting the stranglehold. Is it her or is it the person she's with?
Wait, what about the stranglehold?
See,
Ted Nugent. Shit, how does that start again?
All right, I'll be right
It's
back.
Julie.
Guys.
You never know what she's talking about.
Yeah, you never know if she's trying to put someone in a stranglehold or the stranglehold. Does that work that way, Julie? How's that work in your world? Like, what are we doing here with the stranglehold thing? Because I know that's a little weird.
I'll be right back to regulate this stuff, guys. But I gotta use the bathroom really bad.
Morning, shitter's full.
Hello.
What's up, Matt? How are you?
I'm all right.
Nice to finally meet you. So, are you still? We had a conversation the other day when I was live with the other show, and wasn't drinking. Hold on here. Oh, there we go. Are you still in the military?
No.
Yeah, British accent. I love it.
Nah, I'm a veteran now.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. No, I'm not serving in the military.
So we're like, nope, I'm done.
I'm done. I got discharged.
Aha.
Mentally, emotional, stable.
Oh.
My contract still gives me fucking 8 more years.
Wait, what? That's a hell of a contract.
You think that's hell of a contract? I signed it. There's 19 years to it.
Can you hear me all right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you got a perfect sound there. So Matt, your significant other is from the United States?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. How'd that happen? All right, we're gonna do like a love line now. Like, how'd you meet the American?
We met online.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
you know, it's funny because I remember giving a buddy of mine shit when we were much younger because he met like a British chick online. He's like, "Oh my god, I love her," and all this stuff. I'm like, "You're a moron." Like, this is back in 2004 and 5 when like that stuff didn't happen. Now it's like, oh, let me guess, you met on Tinder. No, we met on FarmersOnly.com. Oh, okay.
Farmers only. What?
Yeah,
you don't have to be lonely
at
farmersonly.com.
That is not a shameless plug. That's just because it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you meet her online.
Yeah.
And you somehow convince her, hey, check this out. My teeth are straight. I don't look like Austin Powers. Come to the United Kingdom.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
That is awesome. More power to you. That is fantastic. Does the teeth thing get old? Because I know that's it's like, come on, people. We're not from the 50s and 60s anymore. Like, braces are actually a thing. Technology has moved forward. Like, British actually have, like, it's gotta get weird. Whoa, I do scissor holds on men. Not me, Julie. Let me clarify that.
Yes, man.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
I think she's referring to, like, the online...
Oh, that.
No, Eugene, I am like drinking for the.
We've all been drinking here. Well, I don't know, Matt. Have you been drinking?
I don't drink.
Oh, okay.
Good on you. I didn't drink for a while either, and then all of a sudden there went that.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Hey, Radio, it's your birthday. How come you're not
gonna
smashed?"
get drunk, Radio?
I was.
Fuck.
Pretty sure that was me.
What? Oh shit! It was Benny. Damn it, Benny. The international thing, X is an American. Yeah, but see, here's the problem. Australian women have a thing for American men.
Fucking Packers. Yeah, I know we lost, man. I'm not happy about it, but...
Okay, so hold on. It's the bar love line. So we're thinking about that. So, meet her online, right? How long does this courtship go online?
2 years.
God damn, that's a long time.
Yeah, 2 years. I was supposed to see her, fly over and see her, but obviously COVID happened, and now I can't. So it's all been tits up.
That just sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, travel around the world right now is a little it's stupid.
Well, like my wife's Filipino, so it's like we can't even go visit her fucking family because it's like, oh, we got quarantine when we go there and then quarantine when we get back, and who's got an extra month of fucking vacation?
Yeah, and there's like fucking rules, man. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't got the vaccine, so it's like I can't go to the Philippines right now.
I mean, I got the vaccine. I got the booster done like last.
My parents live 10 minutes from here. They can't even come over here, really.
Really?
There's no rules to fucking coming in from this province.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's getting ridiculous. I've seen Canada now. With Canada, yeah, we can't even have our truckers, like, cross the border from the U.S. into Canada and Canada into the U.S. because of their different vaccine
if you're a
regulations.
trucker, you're not vaccinated, you can't
cross. Yeah, you
cross
can't
the
cross the international line.
You can't do shit.
There's a big party in front of Trudeau's house right now going on all weekend. All the truckers and their families are going up there having fun.
So, this is interesting. Wait, does that mean he's leaving? Or was that actually like he thinks my sister is hot? That's kind of weird. I mean...
What? By now, your sister...
Did you have a picture of your sister up earlier? I didn't even see her sister.
She's a very large girl. Like, very large.
A sister?
6 feet tall and...
Who's my sister?
I don't know.
I don't know if he's talking about Radio's sister or my sister, which I've never put any pictures of my sister on our show. But
up. I mean,
I'm going to the States next
It took
month.
me 5 minutes to figure out how to get on this. So it ain't my sister, I don't think.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know how to put pictures up here.
What?
Fuck, send her to me. I mean, all right. I'm afraid she's going to squash you dead. I mean, I love my little big sister to death, but, I mean, if you can handle that, then I guess more power to you. Well, that got weird. So carrying on. So
Yeah.
COVID interrupts.
There's different nationality. What?
Really?
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
That's nice to know.
Dad kind of was like, you know,
Dad
was a stud.
He had an
Your dad's kinda
Australian
like you, he
girl
likes different people.
and whatever other country girl.
You gotta die somehow. Thank you, Eugene. You know what?
That's like Rocky 19. Yeah, if he dies, he dies.
Talk about Rocky 19.
Yeah,
damn,
Eugene's,
Rocky movies are amazing.
He's gonna be in like a new Rocky movie at some point.
Wait, she's a Kiwi and
if
I'm
he
an
dies,
Australian.
he dies. Oh, so New Zealand.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Kiwi is New Zealand. Yeah, that's what they call
Zealand.
New Zealanders.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to focus here. Fuck. So you meet online, COVID interrupts, all that shit. So now what's the plan? Been like seeing each other in the online world for a while. Lots of video chatting, I'm sure. That can get a little interesting and fun sometimes.
Yep.
So now what's the plan? You want to come to the us?
Yes, the us.
See? Everyone loves the us.
The
Except everyone in the us. No one loves us.
Nice.
Oh, I think we see. Do you have an
I see
American
the
flag
tattoo? Yeah.
That's impressive. I love that. Then you can do like the cross with like the Union Jack after it, right? So then.
There you go.
Oh yeah, man. He's got the Union Jack there too. Oh, that's
man.
the Australian flag.
That's
there.
awesome.
I seen the stars or.
No, that's the Union Jack. That's the.
There you go.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! He's flexing
Union
on
Jack's
it.
up in the
Yeah.
corner. Oh, that is the full Union Jack.
That's full Union Jack, but it's not the half one with like
it's
the
dog tags.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
There's dog
Terrell's a little blind. You got to forgive him. Sometimes he's a little like. Well, he's
my
Terrell.
computer. I'm in the basement and things blur a little bit sometimes.
He likes hanging out in the basement. You know, it's a little weird, but
I know we got our nicer computer upstairs and. I'm downstairs on the shitty laptop.
But okay. So Matt, that's kind of cool. When you plan on coming to the US? Where in the US? You don't have to say if you want. I mean, we're not trying to narrow this down to the exact location. That gets a little weird and creepy.
Yeah.
It does.
Fucking stalkers.
But there's 50 states. Are you going east, west, maybe central?
Arizona.
Okay,
nice.
So you're actually coming not too far from me. It's fucking hot there. I'm just letting you know. It's not
Arizona's...
like England where it rains like it does in Washington damn near every day.
Yeah, Arizona's a desert where it never fucking rains except for monsoon.
No,
season.
that's not true. Monsoon season, they get plenty of fucking rain.
It's a dry heat.
I added except monsoon season at the end.
Oh, I didn't hear that. God, radio, you're an asshole. You should stop talking. Yeah.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah.
You've been to Iraq or Afghanistan?
Iraq.
So you'll be okay. He'll handle it. You'll be just fine.
I suffer with PTSD.
Yeah, then you'll be fine. You'll know very well. You'll be like, oh, hey, cool. This is just as fucking hot as it was when I was there. Except you don't have the gear on, so then you'll have to.
It'll be nicer because you'll have t-shirt and shorts on.
Exactly.
So yeah, you got a little bit about PTSD from being over in Iraq, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's a bitch. Trust me.
It don't matter what nation you served in the military for.
War is war regardless.
War is war regardless. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I've told people this before. Like, oh yeah, all those guys that have done like street shootings and whatnot. It's like because of rival gangs. Like they understand like my mindset in the sense of like, oh, they get it. Like, shit, someone just shot at me. That's fucking weird. Like, you don't think that's gonna happen every day.
I guess San Bernardino area hasn't really caught up with parts of the rest
idea
of
what you're talking about.
California, but
it's funny because I literally live one street over from the city of San Bernardino.
It's first time.
Yeah, I did classify that with the area part, but
wait, we have the largest county in the United States. It's kind of weird because it's like 29 Palms. Like everybody lives in like here, and then the county is just a vast wasteland of pretty much nothing. It's just all desert on the way into fucking Nevada. But the city of San Bernardino is just this weird, like, it's trying to like go backwards. It's like, nah, fuck you. We're gonna be like L.A. in the early '90s or like during the Compton riots or something. It's gnarly. It's a little sketch. Yeah. And then like where I live, and it's like super nice. Cops will arrest you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys haven't
1 mile over the speed limit.
Fuck that.
Yeah, hey, that's how it is in California. You have like
you gotta find that happy medium, like the 1 mile
There's no happy medium
over the speed.
in California.
No, there isn't.
No,
yeah, I was gonna say. You guys haven't
California.
caught up with like San Francisco, where it's like, hey, as long as you're not taking, over $1,000 worth of stuff, go ahead and rob these stores.
Oh yeah, that's literally the entire state. That is a state law now. The minimum for a felony conviction or for a felony charge, as far as like theft is concerned, is $999 or more. So basically, anything under that. Like, I could walk into Guitar Center, I could steal a guitar that's I literally walk out, they won't chase me. If it's a store that doesn't have a security guard, I'll walk out with my $900 guitar because my tax rate here is 8.25%, so that's not going to equal $1,000, which means it'd still be a misdemeanor conviction.
Yeah,
I'd still be able to own a gun.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, you could steal a gun, and I mean a certain number of guns that you could steal that are under the $1,000.
Oh, and then here's another stupid one. Like this is a very sad situation. I know of a guy that much older gentleman that has a felony conviction from many years ago. Right, like he's way past that. So like. Tell me why he was arrested for felon in possession of a weapon in his daughter's truck that's registered to her daughter. It's a registered weapon, registered to his daughter in her truck. Oh, it just so happened to be on his property, though. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff that's just
you can own an antique firearm. It's right? You want to...
I got a fucking musket.
You can own that. There's a lot of things you can like. The laws are just weird. I think we still have a law here that's like you can't cross the road with like your donkey after midnight. I don't know. It's weird. Anyone know some weird laws?
California's getting so crazy with this stuff. I just seen something this week about how they ran out of U-Haul trucks in California because so many people are leaving and nobody was returning them. Because U-Haul's whole business model is, you get a truck and then you take it to wherever you're moving and somebody eventually brings it back to the area that they came from. People moving from here to there. But so many people have been leaving California but not coming back to California. Nobody's moving there. So no trucks were getting returned. They had to actually hire people to go bring trucks back to California, get people to move back up to help the people that were moving out of the state.
Looks tasty, Radio.
I'm not going to lie. It's literally been like maybe 7 or 8 years since I've done shots, and Jose Cuervo's not the one you want to do shots with.
It's normally not the one you want to start with. Yeah, no?
No, I'm I'm a Patron fan. Oh, by the way, Benny, the Seattle Metropolitans were the first U.S. team to win the Stanley Cup. They did it 3 times.
That was it.
Sorry, I just realized that.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, 1917. They canceled the Stanley Cup in 1919 during the watch this. I'm going to tie this all together. You ready for this? 1919, we canceled the Stanley Cup due to the Spanish influenza. Now.
The Spanish flu.
Okay. So, some might hate me for this one. Some might not. But, I'm going to use the CDC statistics for this.
Yes, it is illegal here in a lot of places.
Yes, it is.
To collect rainwater. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
there's a lot of places in the U.S. you can't collect the rainwater. It's fucking illegal.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Hold on. Do I see a shot? Right on. Yeah. Getting some alcohol.
Radio's had too many shots. He's all excited.
Yeah, I know.
Oral sex is illegal in some states. So over in the U.S. I don't know.
That is true. Yeah. I can pull up our penal code book and I can.
That law is getting violated all over the place.
Oh yeah, it got violated all the time somewhere along the way. Okay, so the CDC. Now, I think we'd all agree that Spanish flu was probably bad.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Lots of bad stuff happened during the Spanish flu. So according to the CDC, 70,206,220 cases reported of COVID. That's total cases according to their website. 862,494 have resulted in a death. I'm going to pull up my handy-dandy calculator here, and this is going to tell us some things. Those things being... Where the fuck is my calculator? Okay, there we go. What did I say? I said 70 million, something like that. We're going to do this exact. 70 million, 206. So we'll just use 70 million, right? How many zeros is that? Lots of alcohol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Shit. Deleted a 0. No, we needed 0. All right. Math for Marines, people. Check this out. And then we have 862,000. All right. So divide that by 862,000. Shit, I did it backwards again. Fuck. Wrong number. Wrong way. All right, so 862,000. 1, 2, 3. Divide that by 70 million. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that equals 1.2%.
Yeah.
All right. Follow my logic here. Here we go. Okay. Now, we're going to go to the Google. Once my keyboard decides to reconnect, we're going to the Google. There we are. All right. We're at the Google. Then we have Spanish flu, United States. All right. According to... That's weird. Here we go. CDC. Spanish flu. H1N1. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, actually I did. I kind of read that. All right. Where is it? Where is it? I saw this damn thing. Hold on. Radio should not drink. This is a fucking bad idea. Ever.
Yeah, dude,
again.
don't let us peer pressure you into this shit, bro.
Okay. So we had... I don't know the total number of cases in the U.S. because it won't fucking show me. But it says 675,000 confirmed, or about 675,000. Oh, there it is. 50 million people worldwide were estimated to have the Spanish flu. Okay. About 675,000 of them perished. Let's do that math real fast. 675,000. 3 zeros. Got it. Good job, radio. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, it's the same percentage. Shit. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't.
Such is life.
Because the problem is I'm like, well, yeah, it's 1% of the population. Like, shit happens, feel bad, but, right? And then I remember being taught, like, ooh, the Spanish influenza, and it's really bad, and all these. And then I saw the numbers, and I was like, fuck, they're the exact same, basically. I feel like a douchebag. Do I take it seriously? Do I not?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the other thing, though, recently, too, the CDC is coming out saying, well, 75% of the people that died in this current pandemic had 4 more comorbidities. So,
morbidity. Chris,
what
are you talking about? Too much tequila. The hell is wrong with you? Not enough tequila.
Yeah.
I'm running out of tequila. Fuck.
Anyway.
But good news. It's time for me to go do my birthday celebration. Because I got some friends that are going to come over. They made me.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you about ready to wrap things up?
Yeah, I was going to say, we hit a 3-hour mark. I don't know how the hell we managed that. We hit the 3-hour mark.
And
Julie survived. Who was it earlier that told me that I wasn't going to make it to the end?
That was me.
Thank you.
I'm out of beer down here in the basement. I got more.
You're welcome. Chris is like, I will never challenge him again.
But
what the fuck?
Nice.
God damn, that's all right.
I will have to look for Alpine in one of my local liquor stores and see if they have it.
That's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, well, I
cool.
mean, we get some Canadian breweries down here, but unfortunately, they're all the major breweries, and we need some micro breweries.
They probably have some really good like craft beers up there and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we got a shit ton of them here in Wisconsin too. But
that's because you're right. You might as well be Canada,
right?
Like if you left, if you like seceded from the nation, or like, yeah, we're gonna go be Canadian, like, would the U.S. really be like, no, Canada, come back? Wait, no, Wisconsin, come back. Actually, we would, because you have our cheese.
That we do. And my wife.
Yeah, you're not allowed to leave. Never mind. You can't secede from this nation. Because
my wife works in one of the factories and does all the fucking quality control shit to make sure that it's not going to end up moldy while it's on your shelf.
No wonder my. You know what? Tell your wife thank you, because your cheese is fantastic. You guys have that shit down. So, if you drive, don't drink. If you drink, don't drive. That's for me. Radio, you got that? Yep.
Oh, and 1:15. I ain't going nowheres.
What?
It's 1:15 in the morning. I ain't going nowheres.
Hell yeah!
So
you know where I'm going?
Probably to the bar.
Oh, he's gone. All right, Chris, you got any final thoughts?
No.
All right, we'll go. Matt, you got any final thoughts?
No, just be safe.
All right. Minnie always says, don't take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Take care of yourselves out there. We're always out here to, send me a message if you got a problem. I'll try to do what I can. And as far as anybody else on the network, we all feel the same way. Take care of yourselves out there, guys. And we appreciate you stopping in, checking out the bar. And until next week, we'll see you later.
Later.
Bye.
Later.